Yo, good evening, everyone. We're finally back with more Inazuma 11 Victory Road. It's been a while. Been away for some time, little hiatus, as it were. But hey, it is what it is. Back with enough energy. I'm fully restored from whatever ailed me upon coming back. Seems like the stream is a little delayed, which, well, it tends to be, I suppose. I hope I'm going to come through soon enough here. There we go. Good evening, Yami. Good to have you. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're back in full force within the Inazuma 11 Victory Road. A few things have happened while I was away from this game, of course. Most prominently, Orion and Lumen DLC has, of course, dropped the first part of the Orion storyline, which, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a very difficult chapter to get through, I think, story-wise. But there's some cool additions. They have some really cool moves in the Orion season. Storyline-wise, like almost entirely negligible. But as far as designs go, they've got a few bangers. Not in the first half, unfortunately. So, as you will see, the little guys next to me on the left, they have not changed. There's no one I explicitly want from the Orion arc, really. Especially given that the first part overlaps so heavily with Ares as well. But yeah. Let's see. I think we're just going to get back into the Chronicle Mode, because tonight we are not yet starting with Ares. We have a few loose ends to tie up, actually. We have post-game teams to do, most importantly. Because now that we beat the entirety of the mainline story up to Galaxy, we get access to the post-game teams for GO1, GO2, GO3. So that's at least 9, if we count only the game-exclusive teams. Now, Chrono Stones also has the LBX DLC crossover, so that's going to be 2 more teams, Legend Japan and the Destructchers, as far as I can recall, at the very least. But we're going to find out what it all entails tonight. Howdy, Lucas. Good evening. Welcome. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of straightforward tonight, I think. It's just, yeah, it's tying up loose ends. We won't really be making any progress on Ares or any such things. Even though I think we maybe can. I don't actually know how it's constructed. I don't even know where Ares starts. Well, I would presume it starts here, so actually, I think we have to do... Yeah, we actually have to do the post-game teams first before we can move on to Ares. Yo, Taskat, welcome. And Vinny as well. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Great to have you. Great to have you here again for another Inazuma 11 Victory Road stream. Yeah, but I think we're just going to start with the GO1 teams then, which ironically are probably the most obscure ones out of all of them. Given that the Chrono Stones teams, you know, they had their own movie, the captains appeared in the anime for a little bit, they are part of Fata technically, so there was actually some story with that. And of course the Galaxy post-game teams, the captains for those teams, they were pretty prominent in the anime itself actually, even though the teams themselves never showed. But yeah, I mean, we're going to start with the GO1 teams, so we're going to start with Southern Claw. Now, yeah, this is a game-exclusive team for Inazuma 11 1 Go Light. I'm gonna be so for real, I don't even know if there's like any story connected to these teams. I'm pretty sure that Southern Claw and Northern Fang at the very least do not have any significant story. But we're gonna see, maybe they cooked up something. Well, from this goofy-ass music, I'm gonna presume that there's not any significant story that's gonna happen. Southern Crow. One of the least recognizable teams from Inazuma 11, actually. But yeah, fun fact, these people are not actually from Japan, they are in fact rumored to be from Egypt. First and foremost, because this guy in the dub, he's called the Pharaoh of the team. And apparently 5th Sector's been importing a shit ton of sand. So that's kind of the opposition that we have here, the juxtaposition. These guys trained in the desert, and then North and Fang, they trained on the Arctics, I think. But it's very interesting that he has his lines voiced, because he did not... I don't know that he had any voiced lines in the 3DS games, honestly. Yeah, so this is basically what the story is in the GO1 games as well. They just kind of randomly appear here, and now we have to deal with them. So yeah, I'm gonna presume that there's not a whole lot of objectives to complete in this game either. Ready for your just deserts? Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this is the extent of the story that we're going to get with these fellas. Southern Claw, level 42. I'm honestly kind of shocked that we even have to do like a Chronicle battle to begin with, because what could we possibly have to do against these guys? Just play to win. I can only imagine the whole match is going to be play to win. Or maybe at least the captain gets to do something in the way of a story, plot point, and objective. But we're going to see. All to see Tenma with his normal hair. Oh yeah, straight hair Tenma. That has unfortunately been haunting me. Okay, we're back in the desert stadium that we also played Universal. Okay, need to complete a focus battle against this person, Sakia. I'm gonna lose this most likely, so let me just tear off the band-aid. Right, and it's literally just play for victory. Okay, cool, great. Maboroshi shot, yep. So, as I predicted, there is no story here. It's lose the ball once, play for victory. And I can't imagine it's much more in the second half, to be completely honest. Oh, I lost though, because Shinsuke is canonically the worst goalkeeper to ever exist. So that's good. But it's a 1-point deficit. I mean, it's pretty easy to make up for. Oh, there's more, hold on. Win a focused battle with Tenma against the captain. Let's see. Tenma and then the captain. Let me... You know what? Yeah, let's make it easy for ourselves. That counts. Pampered city dwellers reminding me of Senbayama real hard. Play for victory. Okay, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. You know, you gotta give them credit for trying to cook up some kind of comment, some kind of story, rather. Yo, Panda Banan, welcome, welcome. Good to have you, man. Can finally catch one of these live after catching up on all my streams. Big shout out for that, by the way. That's awesome. I love that. Having some technical difficulties. Today was one of those days. Yeah, hey, it happens. It happens. Just good to have you in the end. Okay, well, we have no tension. So... Can Tsurugi do it? This goalkeeper is Mountain, maybe? No, I think he's... What is he even? See, that's the thing. These guys are so obscure that I could not even begin to tell you what elemental these guys are. But again, you have to give them credit for actually giving these guys something. To give them a little resemblance, a little semblance of a story. Not that it's going to make the match any more interesting, unfortunately, but you gotta give them credit where it's due. One interesting thing is that the captain for this team is actually, I think he's a midfielder, but he's very far back. He's like a defensive midfielder. So, that at the very least is interesting. You don't see that a whole lot. Yeah, he's like in midfield right there. Left flank. Which is interesting, there's not many captains that really stayed that far back. There's a few notable exceptions, of course. There's a few goalkeepers, obviously. When it comes to defenders, there's really not that many. The only one that I can really think of is probably the captain of France, Rose Griffin, who is a defender. Pierre Gaudin, I believe. Okay, I remember him having Fence of Gaia. Yeah, so that's valid. Somehow I remember these guys being a real pain in the first Go game. Or maybe that was a Tyson route. I don't fully recall, to be honest. I do also remember him having Snakebite. Very vividly. If the match is not that interesting, how have I been? Oh, thank you for asking, Yami. Appreciate that. I mean, I've been good. Like I said, I've fully recovered, practically. The weather is also starting to clear up really well over here in the Netherlands. Absolutely stunning day today, so that's certainly conducive for a better state of mind, state of body too. 18 degrees here today, which was a very stark difference from my holiday in Poland, where we had -10, -12 degrees Celsius, so that's, you know, it's a measly 30-degree difference in the span of 2 weeks. It's, maybe it was the anticipation of having to go back to a climate like this that got me sick at the end. But who's to say? No, but I feel a lot better tonight, so I'm all ready to tackle these teams that are not going to have that much story, so tonight's going to have a good bit of filler content, so to speak, in the most literal sense. Good weather in the Netherlands is in fact possible, Yami. Yeah. You wouldn't expect it. Absolutely not. But it has been absolutely resplendent recently. I think the last 3 or 4 days that I went to work, I cycled home without my jacket. So I think that's enough of an indication as to how good the weather really was. Okay, let's see. Second half, what are we doing? Score using Devil Burst as Tsurugi. Okay. So, am I gonna get tension to do this, or...? So, let's see. I gotta get past Rurio. And then, okay, well, I guess it does actually fill up my tension gauge, so that helps. That helps a lot. For a team that's supposed to be from the desert, they're oddly light-skinned. Yeah, so that's a subtle reference to the fact that Japan doesn't really know that many skin tones aside from white. You're absolutely right. I'm not gonna contest that, but okay, and we have plot armor, so that's an easy 3-1. So there's nothing that really threatens us now anymore. Yeah, man, it's time to pull out some moves of your own. Does he not have Apollo in the game? I feel like I have a vague memory of him having Apollo. But I suppose we'll see if there's any more plot points to be discovered. We're already at the end of the second half, so I don't think any of that is happening. Lots happening to the Shifting Sands right now, but nothing else. So at the very least, they speed up the second half, which very much appreciated for a team like this. We have a few more of these to get through tonight, so can't have them overstay their welcome too long. Let's see if we have more plot armor, actually. Probably not. Probably not. It's probably a pipe dream, but who knows? Thank you all for the nice words. I'm happy. You are all happy that I'm well again. But yeah, it's good to be back. Actually, I did miss this game. I did play a bit while I was in Poland on holiday. Also, that sound really just pushed them into me. That's awesome. Love that. I played a bit in Poland, not on my own account. Played on my girlfriend's account. So it's not the same. I did miss my own guys, but I at least managed to avoid getting withdrawal signs, you know. Anyway, we're having Hamano score our 4th goal, I think. If the goalkeeper does nothing. Yo, Nobunaga, good evening, good evening. Apollo of Soul. I mean, he was called Apollo, right? I think he was called Apollo. Apollo, oh, Apollo of the Guy's Soul. Yes, that guy. That Cashin, yeah. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, I think he has the same Cashin. At least I remember him having a cash-in the Go game. But... Oh, 2 blue buttons. Okay, interesting. But there we go, 4-1. Hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Northern Fang should be at least a bit more interesting, even if only because of one particular character. That's an interesting proposition. I'm curious to see who that would be. I mean, I think I maybe have like a vague idea, but yeah, no, exactly, Lucas. This was certainly the match of all time. I mean, these are really filler matches in the purest sense of the word. And I don't know if these guys are actually, you know, summonable before you play against them in the Chronicle Mode. So that's something, because they do have some cool designs. I very much like this guy, so I'm happy I got him. Northern Claw, Northern Fang, rather, I think has some cooler designs in all, but... he's not happy about it. They really wanted their sound back, and unfortunately, we beat them. And just like they came, they dipped again. Probably sank into the sands. Yeah, but again, that is the extent of the story with these teams. Because I can't repeat it enough, these are filler matches in the purest sense. This is post-game content, and of course, post-game content, it doesn't really, you know... It doesn't really have a proper story. Am I going to finish the post-game tonight? I would love to do that. I don't know how possible that is. I think these matches are decently short, especially the Chronicle matches, so... But you know what we're going to do? I'm gonna do something a little interesting, and I'm going to use this scout team that I made for Victory Road. Since, you know, these are level 53 teams that we're playing against, for now, at the very least. So, got a few new characters in the cast here tonight. Let's see what they can do, I suppose. Yeah, these are all the scouts that I managed to find while playing on my own recently, and, you know, these all have really great designs. Yeah, Yami, I did make Anshiraishi my goalkeeper, which is... I had wanted to give her more goalkeeping moves, not gonna lie. But she has flower power, so that's something. It works, it works. I guess I have kind of technically a reserve goalkeeper as well, but... yeah, I mean... These are all good designs. These are like all my favorite designs on the scouts that I got in the story mode, so... We're gonna see what this team can do, I suppose. There's no pressure to really perform here. Yeah, and Shiraishi is a goalkeeper, Yami, and shockingly, she has a route in the Abbey Learn board where you can give her more goalkeeper moves. So, you wonder where I got some of these scouts, Vinny? Yeah, I got a few of them from a certain guy, you know, that I'm pretty close with in the Inazuma 11 community. But some of them I also just found myself while playing recently. This guy, for example, I mean, the beanie girl... I didn't know her before you showed her off to me. Also, this girl I found myself. Absolute unit of a girl. This is like probably the first buff girl character that I've seen in all of Inazuma 11. And then I think they did one or two more with Ares and Orion, but like before discovering her, I think she was the first bulky female character that I found in Inazuma 11, period. Am I gonna lose the ball here? No. Oh, they fixed it. Huge. They fixed it. They did not, in fact, fix it. So, okay. I guess the left side is still a little scuffed. That's my level 1 midfielder. That's great. Okay, let me amp up our offensive power a little bit. Now, let's see. I have Wolf Guy. Ogami. Let's see. Oh, I want to try this guy. This is a guy. He looks very cool. I like his design a lot, actually. With the purple eyeshadow and the ponytail, majestic design. Oh, there's Tulip. Yeah, I guess you are kind of right, actually, Vinny. There's Tulip. From the Destructchers. You're right about that. Though, then again, here's the thing, right? Because in none of the games that Tulip is in, which is basically only... well, it's Ghost Strikers, and then it's, of course... Chrono Stones. In neither of those games she has a bulky frame. She just has the regular female frame. I think it was actually Victory Road. Holy shit, I scored. Never mind. Whoa, crazy. There she is, absolute unit. Holy shit, a unit and a gamer? Like, double awesome. But no, I mean, I think in both games that Tulip is in, she has a regular female frame. Which is a bit of a shame, you know, especially when you consider that there's a lot more they can do, as Victory Road has shown with these body types. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna lose this. She's level 1, but that's okay. This is just to show off some scouts in Victory Road, maybe to inspire a few people to pick up some of these guys. Now, this is, of course, the best scout that you can possibly get in this game. This guy actually very hard to recruit. It's like, I think he's exclusive to my game, actually. So, rough luck for the rest of y'all, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy to show him off to all of you. Let's see. Hatsune Miku? She lost. Miku lost. Okay, tough, tough. Bijima. Cannot be used. I took a screenshot, apparently. Okay, 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 we're cooking. I don't know how I took a screenshot, but sure. Yeah, the only problem about these guys is they don't really have that many good Hisatsu. They certainly don't have very expansive, with an A, movesets. Certainly not her. She did win. Level 1, fuck yeah. And now let's see. 3-pronged attack, maybe? Yeah, most of these guys do not have a very expansive moveset. Few of them are level 1, and they don't have very impressive moves by virtue of being scout characters. But still, they have some interesting things here. Tsuchidaruma, have Grenade Shot. And this guy has Dog Run, which I very much like. Because he supposedly runs like a gang, I think. Called the Wolves and Dogs. So for him to have Dog Run was very entertaining for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily entertained, but... There we go. Fuck yeah. Oh, and he's so cool with it. No voice line. Yikes. You know what? I should kind of put Hoshi on this team, not gonna lie. Hoshi's technically a scout from Victory Road. So... Bulky frame. Just wait till you see the tiny guy from the Chinese team from Orion. Man could not stay away from those burgers. Is that like the same body frame as Sasuke had? Is he called Sasuke or Sosuke? I always forget. The little chunky guy from Inakumi Ramen. The guy who impersonates Goenji at a certain point. I mean, they fucked him up in this game, bro. I don't know why he looks like a fucking... He just looks like a sphere. With his shoulders all drawn up like this. It's kind of entertaining in a sense. Dude, this girl's design is so cool, actually. Like, how are you gonna make her a gamer, sleep-deprived, and buff as hell? That's metal. Love that. Let's see. You know what? We can diversify a little bit. Get this girl in here. She looks very fluffy. I like that a lot. We have this midfielder, who I kind of liked. We have, you know what? Extra defender, extra female defender. Fuck yeah. And then, you know what? I want to bring in this guy because he looks edgy and he's probably the only guy from the bodybuilding club that I actually like the design of. So, let's see here. Yeah, they have some interesting movesets. Like, this guy has Gaia Break. Miku has Zeroyon Inazuma Ichigo. This guy also has Inazuma Ichigo for some reason. So, they've really got some interesting stuff cooking up here. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, Sasuke. Okay, he is called Sasuke. I always think, okay, the guy from Inakumi Ramen, he cannot possibly be called Sasuke, but he is just kind of called Sasuke. Okay, let's see. Inazuma Ichigo? With who? With all... Dude. Two big-ass guys doing Inazuma Ichigo? Peak. Beautiful. Absolute cinema. Honestly, I would love to get some legendary versions, or at least higher rarity versions of some of these guys. Because I think the selection that I have here is probably just the cream of the crop of my favorite scouts in this game. So Hatsune Miku gets Soyokaze stepped. Yikes. Let's see what we got. Is slingshot a long shot, by the way? I don't think it is, but... Oh, kangaroo kick? Hold up. And she's so chill about it, too. Awesome. Okay, now we can do slingshot. Hold on, here we go. To Ogami. Eya. Dude, she's so chill. You gotta love that, actually. And, like, these are obscure-ass moves that we're getting to see, which is awesome. I love that a lot. I mean, things like dog run, slingshot, you do not get to see that anywhere else. I mean, maybe in the story mode if you're lucky. Chronicle mode, rather. Also, this guy's voice, yikes, bro. Why is it so high-pitched? Can't win them all, I suppose. What's the story of this match, Taskat? There is none. There is really no story to this match. Also, I'm slipping away. That's awesome. Had to run 3 times to get there. Holy. Yeah, there's deadass just no story to this match, Taskat. These guys appear, complain about 5th Sector stealing the sand from their country, and then we just kind of kick their asses in a match, and they dip. That's the entire story. Oh, I can't chain that. Can't chain that with a regular shot. Can't play that to someone else. That's fine. The only scout that really caught your eyes, fortunately stuck behind the 5 BB Stadium wins. I know exactly who you're talking about. I would love to pick that guy up because he resembles Hinata so much. But yeah, 5 BB Stadium streak wins is fucking insane. Like, the amount of time that's going to go into that is just ludicrous. Oh, Gaia break. Hold on. Oh, with the guys, the boys! What you do when the squad pulls up and Gaia breaks you? And Inazuma Ichigo, this is going to be the combo of a lifetime, actually. With big guy again? Hell yeah. And that's going in. Hey, beautiful. Dude, we're getting some actual original content here tonight. I like this guy. He's awesome. Like, they didn't need to do anything except for just give him a little eyeshadow, make him buff. That's all it really is. But then again, when you have a group of stinkers in the bodybuilding club, they have such bad designs. And then this guy, he sticks out like a sore thumb, but in all the right ways. Okay, and it seems they're not really keen to give us any of the scouts, but it's still possible. Am I really gonna score more? Well, I guess. Sheep girl? Okay. And it's like, I've been trying to do the low drive cheese quite a lot. I don't think it's working anymore. But I would love to be proven wrong again tonight. I've tried it a bunch though, and it was not working for me anymore. Maybe I wasn't getting the angle, maybe they patched it. Who's to say? Slingshot, we're so back in action actually. With Hatsune Miku. And bodybuilder guy. Actually, I'm really happy with this team. I don't know why, something about it just makes me happy. These are not characters that I knew before this game. They're not characters that I've known for more than a week, actually. Picked these guys up literally last week, but I don't know, like, it's so nice to actually be playing with just scouts. I've never been picking up any scouts in this game, whether through, you know, the summons or through actual recruitment means in the story, so it's a breath of fresh air. You've seen a shot on YouTube with the buff girl, you thought it was an OC? It very well could have been, to be completely honest. Like, that's what she looks like. Especially with the bulky frame, but it just isn't. It's just a banger scout design. I love that. What a cool story for this team. Why are they in Chronicle Mode? See, Tesca, that is a fantastic question. I really could not tell you. Because, like, that's a great point, actually, right? Because why are these guys, post-game guys, in the story when they don't have anything that ties them to the main story of the Go games? when, you know, there's also stuff like the Forest team, for example, from Inazuma 11 2, right? They are not in the Chronicle Mode. Like, what is the difference? Where do we draw the line between what teams should be in and what teams shouldn't? So Defender got Illusion Ball and Harvest, and then the Beanie Girl got Spinning Transam and Aikido, which I like that a lot. And then the girl with the shaved side of the head, she got Hey Presto and I think Mystic Mist. Oh, hold Hatsune Miku. Holy shit. We got one. So she's blue now. Okay, that's great, that's great, that's great. Love that. Yeah, I mean, if it's not obvious why I've been calling her Miku the whole time, her name starts with Miku, and I mean, she kind of looks like the fairy Miku from Project Voltage, if anyone's into that, but yeah. Hate how late into the game they allow you to get scouts in the main story. Why is that, Milteo? Why is that? I mean, I like it. It's really convenient, actually, because, you know, you can just pick them up and they're just by default level 99, which I think is great, personally. Okay. But that is, yeah, Southern Claw completely done. This is Northern Fang next. I'm gonna see if I can real quick upgrade Miku here, but I think I probably should be able to. I have enough beans. She's a midfielder. Yeah, oh, easy. Okay, great. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of teal, green, and dark blue beans, not a lot of forward-oriented beans recently. Because I've been grinding for a cash-in for my OC, and I need, yeah, 5 legendary spirits for some random-ass guy from the lagoon, so it's gonna take a while. But next up, Northern Fang. This goalkeeper. I actually hella dig this goalkeeper. He's fucking awesome, man. I love this guy. Aside from that, I mean, whatever. You know, whatever designs. But let's see. These are gonna have as much story depth as the Sand team, as Southern Claw, right? So I don't really know what the deal with these guys is, other than that they were like stuck on the Arctics, which is, you know, awesome, I guess. Oh, they were trapped in a block of ice. Okay. So, okay, awesome. I mean, the fact that this goofy music is playing in the background tells you all you need to know, I think. South Pole! See, there it is. They went to the South Pole. Greatest team on the planet when Team Zero exists. You can tell that these guys have been on the South Pole for half a year or like longer, because they don't even know that Team Zero exists. How do all of them simultaneously fall into the sea? That's my question. Okay, but you know what? You know what? Hear me out, right? He could totally be on the delinquent team. I'm just saying, the black eyeliner, no eyebrows. He may just have to be on the delinquent team as soon as we beat this team. Glacier Champions, okay. Right, so these guys, they didn't sink through the sand to come to Japan, just kind of floated here on like a big block of ice, which, you know, that's awesome. But yeah, actually this guy, he would be a hella good fit for the delinquent team. But for this, we are, of course, on the ice rink. We are in the Hakuren Stadium, unfortunately. Oh, but we have a banger theme. Hold on. Ancient Darkness theme. I love this with a passion, actually. Complete a focus... Oh, sorry. I was supposed to complete a focus battle against Tsubaki. Sorry, Sabaki. Won the 50-50. Let's see. Does it automatically... No, we can just do it like this. That's fine. So I'm going to lose this one, like with the Sand team. And then they're going to score on me. They're going to get a freebie. Now, does he have, like, something unique? I don't think he does. No. But he voices Panther Blizzard, which is pretty cool. That fits. That absolutely fits. And you know what? Shinsuke once again getting to prove why he's the worst goalkeeper in Inazuma 11. Why is bro only still rocking out fucking burning catch by this point? But well. In the original Go game, Nozomu woke up his captain with a kiss, and combined with learning Charm Up, this makes him the closest to a canonical gay character in the series. Okay, that... Oh, whoa, okay, I think I missed that lore. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Who is Nozomu? That is my next question. I mean, love that. I think that's much better lore than whatever they did with floating to Japan on a block of ice, to be completely honest. But... Steady focus... Okay, man. I should start reading the objectives, actually. The world has improved while you were on the South Pole. Oh yeah, he's a perfect fit for the team, actually. Hold on. We gotta get him on. Especially, he's another forward, bro. Actually, I don't know if we can do it. He's another forward. I don't know how I feel about that. This guy has Crystal Barrier, though, I'm pretty sure. Crystal Barrier is what I remember being on this goalkeeper. Even though he looks like he would have Ultrasonic. Reverse World, okay, negative feedback, huge. That's actually pretty awesome, too. But yeah, also note that these guys do not have original kits for their teams. I think they just had the plain elemental kits because, well, they have nothing. They don't have anything like in the way of personality or just reason for existing. For some reason, this guy has Capoeira Grab, but got his ass with Hamano. So take that for sure. The fanboy with purple eyes. Mostly played off as a joke. Ah, I see. Oh, so the guy in the back? Or the guy that sounded like he was really cold. The one on the very left right now. Either way, W plot point. I would have liked for that to actually be in this game. That would have been so much more interesting than, hey, we all simultaneously fell into the ocean somehow, and now we're here. But hey, it is what it is. Nozomu is the blonde guy with purple eyes in this. Oh, so the guy who was in the... Oh, I see. So what, the guy in the preview with 3 guys. Interesting. You know what? He looks like he would, actually. He looks like he would do that. This is Tsuyuki, right? Okay, let's see. Come on. Man. Rusty. He was so close. Yikes, bro, what a cheat. This is a go-to move. He for sure did not have that in his original appearance. I'm gonna lose that. I don't know why I ran straight into Sabaki there, but... Okay, let's hope the second half is just as fast as against Southern Claw, where we just do one thing, have the entire second half be sped up, and win the match. Just about made it to the zone, though. Can I capitalize on this? Most likely not. I'm gonna get caught. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's fine. 1-1 is solid. Very solid. Okay, I'm very happy this theme keeps playing, actually, because I love this theme. Actually, top 3 themes in Inazuma 11, I think. If I'm gonna be so for real. You don't hear it enough. You only hear it against Ancient Darkness and then against these guys for some reason. It makes sense that it would play against these guys. Triple threat, we're doing evolution? So we're casually learning evolution. Okay, here's Nozomu, right. Here's supposedly plot-relevant character. Hold on, actually, wait, this is huge, actually. We're doing a move that we haven't seen in the story mode yet. Or in the Chronicle Mode. Yeah, we haven't seen evolution, I don't think. So... without Shindo, I suppose. They didn't want Shindo to participate this time, but That's cool, actually. I like that. Speaking of kits, you can get the Northern Fang kit, the white and blue one, but you can also get the white and blue one with a different name from another match. I mean, this is just a regular kit, right? This is just the flurry kit, I think they call it in the games. I don't know whether this is exclusive to Northern Fang. I'm inclined to say it's not, but the goalkeeper voices Crystal Barrier and either Kingfire or Black King, but they make him use Reverse World instead. Classic Chronicle Mode for Go, actually. Why would you have them use cash-ins, you know, in the one season that's centered around cash-ins? I don't see the point. Okay, but yeah, the match has been sped up, just like with Southern Claw, so that's good. I appreciate that. So that we don't have to do a whole lot anymore. We can see if we can bait out some more moves from this goalkeeper, maybe. We can see if he does Crystal Barrier, but probably not, if I had to guess. We do have quite a lot on Tsurugi. I was about to comment on how we don't have everything on the Raymond guys here. Even though this is supposed to be post-story. So... But then again, I don't think Hamano ever had Flying Fish in a Chronicle Mode either, so that's kind of a shame. He has it in the free play version of Shinsei Raymond in the BB Stadium, actually. You can get Northern Fang Kit and Flurry Kit. Yeah, this one. They're the exact same, but you can have both. Okay. Whatever, man. So is it possible to get Southern Claw Kit too? And then I think it's just the Terra Kit? That would be interesting, I suppose. It's entirely superfluous, but interesting for sure. What would have moved the developers to make the Flurry Kit and the Northern Fang Kit the exact same under different names? Now there's an interesting conundrum to break your head over tonight. Okay, but that's, yeah, that's the Northern Fang match pretty much over with. I was going to pass the Shinsuke out of pure courtesy, but not enough time for that, so that's fine. A total of 4 big objectives in this match. Huge. So that's that. So we have another free match with our scouts incoming. And then after that we have a combined team of Northern Fang and Southern Claw. Which is gonna have equally as much story. I'll give them a bit of leniency. Maybe a bit more story because now they're combined. But let's see. Yeah, he's definitely got to be on the delinquent team. And there he goes, drifting back to the South Pole on a different block of ice. And that is Northern Fang. Over and done with. At least as far as any story is concerned. So once again, same vibe, you know the drill. Let's go. See if we can get an advantage win against these guys. I think the chances are stacked against us, unfortunately, but it's possible. The Southern Claw kit is only in the game as Northern Fang kit. Same for the Demon's Horn kit. Northern Fang is the only one with a duplicated kit. Why? There's so many questions. Why is probably the most prominent one. But then again, why not is a great counter question, Yami, so... You know what, maybe you're right. Why not? Be a little whimsical from time to time, you know. Okay, but let's see. Okay, that's a good centering. Unfortunately, the defender is there. But surely Ogami doesn't care that much. Exactly. Okay, so let's do cover advance. Yeah, this is again going to be a free match, so it's not going to be especially interesting, I fear. I'm going to try my best to get an advantage win here. Negative feedback. He's going to keep rocking this, I guess. Would have done a little over half. Okay, and I slipped. That is unfortunately the gimmick of this stadium, which makes it infinitely more annoying than the Sand Stadium. Let's see. Holy shit, we won. Presto turn. Oh, she's so smart, dude. She's awesome. She's awesome. And I go random ass Demeter, bro. Why did I get Demeter? So this goalkeeper, he has wind. We don't really have any wood forwards. I don't think. So it's going to complicate matters a little bit. But I'm going to try to get past here. Which he would have got. They gave this guy... They just be giving anyone Shinkuma nowadays. That sucks. That sucks. What happened to only good characters having Shinkuma? Actually, that hasn't been the case since they gave fucking... the guy that I hate. I forget his name. That's how much I hate him. Since they gave him Shinkuma in Ghost Strikers. Okay, man. I don't need any of this slipping right now. You know what? Actually, hot take. This ice stadium is much worse than the pinball stadium. Why did I lose? I had more power. Okay, man. Whatever, man. 8 power. Get your goofy ass out of here. That's a 1 to 0. Only good characters get Shinkuma, like fuck ass Hayami. Hayami can and should disappear, actually. I don't think I've heard a single person express that they like Hayami, ever. And for good reason. Okay, let's go. So this is the guy that kissed his captain. You know what? Fair enough, man. Pop off. Wolf guy. Ogami. Pass the gamer girl. Can't do low drive. That's fine. 671. It's not bad. It's not bad. You like Hayami, Taskat? Well, hey, to each their own, man. What a pass. Ah, it worked. Of course it worked. Come on. We knew this from the beginning. I do that on purpose. All according to Keikaku. Of course. So he's going to keep doing Reverse World. Which is fine, because it's a lot cooler than Crystal Barrier, ironically. Okay, so wait. Bakuha has a shot now. Okay, man. I was there. Let's see, the she... I forget what... She does not have a shot. She has a shot, which is Spinning Transam. Nice. That's gonna hit the wall, unfortunately. And he, for some reason, has Banji no Chojo. Which is just completely gonna stop it dead in its tracks. Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that we are not doing an advantage win on these guys, unfortunately. But we can try to at least make it a 2-0. Which is not gonna influence the second half whatsoever. But that's okay. And let's see, get it to her. Get it back to Gamer Girl. Tsuchidaruma. That should be enough. How does this even work? There's no dirt. There's only ice. Is it... I'm gonna get cocked, am I not? Oh. Never mind. Okay, goalkeeper is fire. I'm... Okay. I neglected to acknowledge that, apparently. Oh, yeah. Awesome pose. She's cool. She's cool. She's cool. Ice block is your favorite ice-type goalkeeper move because of the name. It's clever. It seems simple at first, but then it's actually kind of clever when you think about it. It's the same with this goalkeeper move that they added with the Orion update for the Chinese goalkeeper, which they called it fucking Fantastic Save, which I was like, okay, Fantastic save. Well, okay, that doesn't really tell me jack shit, you know, that's so generic. But I was thinking about it, and he uses 2 big fans. And then it all started making sense to me. Fantastic save. But I feel like that name would have really thrived with a little hyphen between fan and tastic, not gonna lie. And absolutely, Panda, I mean, Ice Team does have a fire goalkeeper. I've always loved this guy's design, even though he was so obscure. GO1 really had some banger goalkeepers. I mean, Ancient Darkness, this guy, Alessandro Il Grande. And then, you know, Son Goku as well. Can't forget about Son Goku, of course. Holy shit. Girlies and Nishiki. Now what? Chain with the cheeky Inazuma Ichigo? Okay. Cute. Apparently Endo and Goenji voiced that move now with the latest update, so fantastic. Very good update, actually. You remember my face when I found out about fantastic save? Yeah, it took a real long time to click for some reason. But I mean, I guess it's like it's justifiable because there is a pun. And I actually do quite like puns in move names, typically. And they sure seem to go that avenue with the new Orion moves. They did a lot like that. I mean, fucking one of the Korea moves is called Bull Steam Ahead instead of Full Steam Ahead. Which, well... should be quite obvious that that fits right into my alley, humor-wise. Okay, let's see. Can I get past this guy? Probably not, so I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna play it to Miku. And I'm actually just gonna give the ball away because I'm feeling generous tonight. That's just the kind of guy I am sometimes. Transporter device. Now, Miku's got this. She tried. She tried. It is what it is. Oh, right. I can't forget about the universal goalkeeper. You're actually right. Actually right, Nobunaga. Ringo Saturn. That's a cool-ass design, bro. I love that a lot. Okay, AI with Land of Ice. Hold. Unironically called this guy AI as well, which I think is great. Love that. AI. Okay. Chain this. Slingshot with Miku and AI. I'm starting to learn their names. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I mean, some of these I'm not ever gonna commit to memory for the life of me, but... you know, there's gonna be a few that when this game is over and I'm not gonna think about it anymore, I'm gonna think back to, ah yeah, that was Miku. That was AI. I mean, obviously there was Hoshi, and there was Achi. This girl. Shout out to her for being, I think, the first actual bulky girl frame that I've seen in Inazuma 11. Only because Tulip has not been done justice in Ghost Strikers and the 3DS games, to be fair. You both hate and love the fact they committed to having Bull in everyone's name. Dude, yeah, literally. Vinny and Panda, I was looking through Inazuma tonight, like right before dinner, to see if there were any characters from Orion that I'd want to pick up. And I noticed that. I noticed that every Korea member had Bull in some way in their names, and... brother... like, that just... To quote a Dutch saying, my clogs just broke straight in half. Like, that's kind of funny, but also it's so lazy. I mean, also, there was like a few more themes. I think, like, what... I don't know what the actual countries are, but there was this one Slavic country... which were all named after birds, I think. All of their first names were birds. And then the last names were almost exclusively ended in ov, right? Because that's how it goes. And then I think one of the Arabic teams was, were all named after dances. So you'd have like Samba and Cha-Cha, I think. There was, you know, the naming conventions, I'm in a way, I'm proud of them for sticking to it, but in a different universe, I'm cursing their audacity for sticking to these fucking naming schemes. Because they're so ass sometimes. No, it's not Russia, it's like Uzbekistan or something. It's one of those teams, but I know it's not Slavic. It's like one of the Russian-influenced ones, though. Also, yeah, I see mentions of Last Lion of Defense, which is funny. I like that too. So that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm kind of happy that they've actually committed to some of these puns, but for some others, I am absolutely furious. But Last Lion of Defense is good. Bull Steam Ahead is good. But yeah. The Kingdom, for example, is mostly animal names. Yeah, that's true, but at least they're in Portuguese, you know? For these teams in Orion, they just have the English names of the birds. So there is a dude called Horse in the Portuguese team, the Brazilian team, sorry. That is true. That is true. Okay, that is Northern Fang, so we're almost through the post-game teams for GO1. So let me just skip this level up sequence and then see what we can do against Demon's Horn, which is the combined team. Holy shit, purple. Nanari and Nari. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm hella gonna upgrade her, if I have enough beans, actually. Yeah, Panda, unfortunately, some of the move names have become absolute stinkers. Tayo no Guillotine was a fucking banger. Yeah, I love that name, actually. But now it's Razor Blade, which, you know, he raises his arm. Fair enough, I get it. But it's like... Oh, right. This guy. Is he exclusive to Demon's Horn? Wait, is that a thing? Oh, I guess he is. Yeah, wait, true. I was trying to think when he was going to show up, but... Yeah, fair enough. He's exclusive to Demon's Horn. Interesting. Must have slipped my mind. But real quick, few upgrades once again. We're gonna upgrade Nanari Yanari. Let's see. She gets a goalkeeper move. She can also be a goalkeeper. I would prefer for her to be a defender, I think. So, but let's see. Okay, that's one. I think I can do both. As you can see, I'm kind of lacking on all of these beans because I've been upgrading the one guy that I need for the cash-in. But I can barely upgrade her to advanced rarity, so that's good. Very happy with that. Good thing that most of my guys are just kind of all native forwards, so I won't be needing those beans a whole lot if I do get spirits for these scouts. But yeah, okay. Demon's Horn. Yeah, this guy, very cool design. I think he's called Lux in the dub. But yeah, cool design. I never realized he was actually exclusive to Demon's Horn. So that's very interesting, but... I think he's pretty popular. And there they are. I would love to know how these three are actually connected, because they seem to just hail from complete different corners of the world. You know what? I don't think they're actually related, reading this. I think it's just a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But well, let's begin. Demon's Horn, which may actually be slightly more interesting than the previous teams. Clash of Heat and Cold. Yeah. It's always that juxtaposition of two complete opposites. Okay, let's see what these guys have to offer. Oh, the goalkeeper from the Ice team voices Checkmate and Black Queen. Or... No, oh, this guy, sorry, this guy, Damien Blacklock. Right, Damien Blacklock, that's it. So he has queen and checkmate then. That's what I'm gathering. Still, he doesn't have his unique Hisatsu, and that's a letdown. Well, yeah, I guess actually, Hamudi, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think in general, it's a shame that these post-game teams don't really have anything exclusive going on for them. Okay. This guy has double shot. Interesting. Because I seem to kind of vividly remember that that is also a go-to move, so I don't know. Do I actually... am I able to... okay, I'm able to weaken that. So now I just have to challenge Mu, so that will work. I'm gonna lose this guaranteed. I'm sure he has something, like, unique, though. Like, not unique to him, but, like, a cool shot. Does he not have, like, a Great Blaster, or something along those lines? Well, he has Extend Zone, which he voices. Okay, you know. Huge, that's something. Then I'm gonna pretend that I can do anything against this. But again, this is Shinsuke, and this is Mu on actual plot armor too, so... rough. Demon's Horn has such a kick-ass emblem, though. I mean, the kit is whatever. I think it's like it's an away version of the Victory kit, if memory serves. So I wish they actually had unique kits, too. That's also a missed opportunity. Like, it feels like such an easy thing to implement. Oh, now I need to win a focus battle against this guy. Which I epically do. I do like that they made them make funny noises. Now I need to win a focus battle against the big guy. Yeah. Hold on, let me play this back real quick. I'm just gonna trigger any focus battle. I think that'll probably do it. Yeah, okay. So win against this guy too, with a defender. Sure thing. Could you imagine if they gave these guys, these two captains, like, Crossfire together or something? Or Fire Blizzard? That would have been interesting as hell, actually. It would have made this team so much more interesting, too. But I don't think we're really going to see anything unique, unfortunately. We're gonna just have to play for victory. Also, I remember this guy having Sand Cutter in the games, actually. That's just dawned on me. And I think that makes a lot more sense. I mean, he didn't have it in the first Go game, probably, since I think it's a go-to move. I think it's first on Shuten from Xanark's domain, but... is he gonna get this? No. Okay, fair enough. Like, I feel like he had, at least in Chrono Stones, he had Sand Cutter. Which makes a lot of sense, given he's from a desert team. He voices Serpent Fang, though. Okay. Oh, he just says Umu. That's just a thing he does. That's cool. Hey, man. And then... yep. Reality check for this team real quick. Kensei Ransuroto. Lost Angel. No mercy. And that should tie us up nicely. Oh, he voices this too. I guess I must have missed that the first time around, but... this is like a bad version of Chaos, actually. Yeah, you're kind of right, Nobunaga, actually. Unfortunately, yes. Though with the added perk of having actually a unique captain. For some reason. Like, it's still very much in the dark for me why they even have a unique captain to begin with, but they're trying to make me believe that these guys are somehow all related, or at least in cahoots with each other, which, you know, I'll buy it, sure, for the purpose of the story, but they're not doing a great job convincing me. Okay, win a focus battle against Mu as Tanma. Can I just... yeah, I guess that works. Whirly whirly! Okay, there we go. Low-key, this guy's cool though. I like Mu a lot. Each felt like it. What did bro mean? Yeah, exactly this. What is bro saying? Oh, this again. Making us hate football. That's not gonna happen. Sorry, man. Okay, well. So what, is he gonna do extend zone again? I'm not saying anything anymore. He voices God knows? Holy shit. You know what? Cinema. I'm not saying anything about Damien ever again, actually. Shinsuke is not stopping this shit. That is awesome. Okay, now what? The arrow is on the ball. Okay, activate Cashin and score with 10 man. Sure. Let me do that against Mu, actually. And then I'll have plot armor from this point forward, surely. Yeah. Like, look at the bottom left, look how quick Tsurugi's Cashin is running out, and look how slowly Tenma's is. I think it's infinite, probably. Yeah. Okay. Justice swing! And that's gonna win us the match. It's gonna tie us the match a second time. And then the last objective will just be play to win, I suppose. Which will have to score one more goal. That is perfectly fine. I mean, we were never guaranteed to score that first goal that we did in the first half, so... I mean, he's fun. I do enjoy Mu's, like, characterization. It's just a shame that there's nothing to really go off, story-wise. But yeah, win the match is our last objective, so from now on it's just a free match, practically. Slice and dice, not tonight. Gonna pull a cheeky Musashi. Musashi! And then we don't actually have the tension to do anything, but that's okay. So I'll just pass it. I need Tsurugi to get some action in. He's probably gonna score the third goal. Okay, well... Glad that Hayami got it, but I'm not gonna acknowledge him for it. Let's see, so pass to Tsurugi. Yep, foolproof plan. Fire Tornado double drive. I think even if he does Fence of Gaia or Serpent Fang, actually that's just not gonna do it. If he does nothing, now it's not gonna do it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. If he hadn't done anything, I think the Elemental Advantage would have pulled us through it, but... Okay, this will be the finishing. Zaikuze! Desodo! And that, I think, will seal it. And then we have another quarter of a match to go through. So that's fine. At least the end is in sight for these teams without a story. So... happy about that. I mean, once we get to Chrono Stones, we'll have some actual story cooking up. I mean, like I said before, like I said at the start of the stream, those captains, they were actually in the anime. They actually showed up. They had a tiny bit of prevalence, a tiny bit of a role in the capacity of them being part of Fada, actually interacting with Sado and with Fada towards the end of the season. He just has La Frama organically? Dude, hell yeah. Actually, hold up. They're pulling out some cool moves, what the fuck? God knows La Fram without even Nixie maxing? Awesome. Okay. and I slid the complete wrong direction. Fantastic. Love to see that. Crisscross too. Britannia cross. Yikes, I thought I was using Tenma. I'm using Hayami. Okay, well, whatever. There. I'm just biding time by this point. I'm just biding time. 5 more minutes. We don't have to do anything else. They're not gonna do anything else. Isn't the story just, yeah, we're not actually friends with Sadu, now see the power of our bloodlines? That is practically it. Yes, in practice, that is it. They are technically parts of Feda, but they claim to be stronger than Sadu even. And you know what? That's probably true. Because, I mean, they're literally a werewolf and a vampire, so I don't know if a monkey can go up against that, personally speaking. So you know what? There's a core of truth. And you know what? Good on them for splitting off from Feda. They casually have Ichiojo, and he voices that, even though that is also a go-to move. These guys are apparently from the future. But yeah, there you go. It's the end of Demon's Horn. So that's that. Evil Panda, hey. Part 2 of Orion comes at the end of the month. Yes, it does. And I think if we play through this, if I play through this at a decent pace, then we should actually be able to catch it at release. Hopefully. I'm certainly going to try to wrap up all the post-game teams tonight if I can, though I'm not entirely sure if that's possible. Oh! Dude, holy shit, we got him. We got him first try. A mysterious boy has traveled far and wide, but no one knows why. What a mysterious guy. Love that. Fantastic drop on the first try. The winds of change, yeah, and now I have complete the Saints Way route, finally. That's what he said the first time, man. Yeah, I really don't know what this guy is supposed to be, man. He has a really noble goal, but from whom and why, no clue. I don't think you ever get to know anything about Mu. But of course, we are all friends at the end of the day. We all shake hands at the end of the day. Okay, that's that. Yeah, Clash of Heat and Cold. This is dead ass, just a watered down version of Chaos, I'm afraid. So yeah, it looks like tonight we're going to be collecting some of the final achievements for this game that I don't have yet because I wasn't able to due to post-game stuff being locked. But yeah. Okay, one last free match. For anyone who hasn't noticed, called my team of scouts VR bangers, Victory Road bangers, because that's what they are. Design-wise, all bangers. Let's see, this goalkeeper was wood, so we do actually benefit by having 2 fiery guys up front. Very much like that. So I keep it like this. And then one more free match. So yeah. I'm afraid I can't offer much in the way of an interest factor. We're kind of just grinding through this. Through these nameless teams. But hey, yeah, for people who have already played the Orion route, like, what are your impressions? Was it as good as Ares? Like, as good of a setup? I mean, Orion itself is, if I'm going to be completely honest, my least favorite season in all of Inazuma 11. So I'm not per se looking forward to playing through all of it, especially with some of the bullshit that happens. And some of the literal injuries, actual assault that happens in that season. But for the people who've played it, definitely let me know how it is. I'd be curious to see, and to hear, more importantly. Let's see, grenade shot. I need to get it to the mystic guy. Yep. And then Death Sword. All you're missing in terms of achievements are the online ones, Lucas. Felt. I mean, at a certain point, you're going to have to bite the bullet if you're as perfectionistic as me. Or as completionist, rather. Because it's not really about being perfectionist. It's just about wanting to unlock everything. Okay. I got Flare. Alright, fair enough. I guess. She is offside. Love that. That should be enough, though, if he doesn't do anything. So that's a one to know. Solid. Part 1 was very short, but at least they gave us lots of stuff to do during the matches, so the gameplay quality is on par with the Ares route. That's fantastic to hear. I love that. Yeah, I heard a lot of positive things about the Ares gameplay at the very least, so I'm looking forward to that. You all know my gripes with the Chronicle Mode by this point, I think, so having a bit of fresh air in terms of better gameplay quality, it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice change of pace. So let's see. There we go. Part 1, China is the last match for Part 1. Yeah, I think it's only the Asia qualifiers. Yeah, so that ends at China. And then with the next update, we're going to get all the rest of the teams, including, of course, the final boss of Orion, which follows after the Russia match in the finals, I think. Let's see, what more can we do here? I mean, you know what? The second part of the Orion Chronicle, I'm decently looking forward to. Because the second part has some actually pretty cool teams, some pretty cool concepts. It unfortunately also has Ole Samba, which I think is the biggest disgrace. Especially after OG Season 3. But, I mean, it also has the Italy team, which has some really fun moves, actually. When I was rewatching the compilation of all the moves in Orion recently, I cringed a lot, but I also enjoyed Italy's moves a whole lot. I mean, Leaning Pisa is cool, Mouth of Truth, probably one of my favorite goalkeeper moves, period. So I'm definitely gonna want to put that on someone, on one of my main teams. I really hope they don't call it something stupid, I hope they just call it Mouth of Truth. But I think the chances are against that as well. Okay, back to Wolf Guy. Orion has Li Hao and something special where the route ends for right now, so it isn't that bad, but you prefer Ares. That's understandable. That's understandable. I mean, of course, what we have now for Orion, yeah, is only part of a bigger whole. So it's gonna need the second part to really be complete to give a fair judgment, I think. Let's see. Cheeky low drive. Okay, yeah, he has Shinkuma. Forgot about that, not gonna lie. This one's 52 power. Okay, man. Hashtag not my Brazil. I know how you feel, Vinny. I'm not Brazilian, but I feel for you. Hold on, we can unironically get advantage time here. Hold on. Do not cock me, Nobu. Play the gamer girl. Okay, hold. This is huge. Pharaoh guy is not gonna get this. Nice. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, there's a failsafe. You can't cheese it anymore. The goalkeeper still grabs it even though it's in the goal. That's so ass, bro. At the very least, I had enough power, so I guess I prevented that, but they didn't resolve the bug, they just made the goalkeeper pull an illegal move. They just had the goalkeeper bribe all the fucking refs. Awesome. Really like how they changed the Australia captain. Fucking Satan. Yeah, I know. Gave him both a mode change and an awakening to represent both alternative personalities. Yeah. I have seen that, actually. Or was I playing against someone with that on his team? I think I've played against him somehow. I've at least seen him in action, so I do enjoy actually how they did that. Because it was going to be a little difficult otherwise to represent 3 different personalities. But yeah. You can get time trance in the shop once you beat Australia. That's cool. That's cool. Time trance is, you know, it's a whatever move, I guess. Australia in Orion is just a really weird team for me because, like, it doesn't feel like they're even related to Australia at all. It just feels like they're all descendants of the Devil Army Z, you know? Like they belong with Desta. But, well, that was probably the intention. Okay, let's see. I have Heartbeat, I have double elemental advantage. Nice. Aggressive beetle. Why am I getting little Gigants players, bro? I played against a really cool guy with him on this team. Oh, it's all coming back to me now, Vinny, actually. Yeah, I recall. That's true. Was a fantastic guy that I played against. Indeed. Stop into fungi. Let's see. 3-pronged attack. Is there one more goal that I can squeeze out of these guys? Surely. With my gamer girl. With Tsuchi Daruma. Kota! That's not enough. Unless I get a breach, which is not happening. But close enough. Debating whether or not you want to give the Clara Bunny guy time trance. What, the guy from the story mode? Oh, speaking of, there actually is one more character that I want to pull. Actually, I just thought of him. But he's actually from the story mode, yeah. It's the guy with the Fortress Cashin, the new one. God, I forget his name. Yashima, maybe? Something along those lines. He's a defender for the team that tried to disc Isoji. All these names are completely eluding me, but you all know what I mean. Boomerang Fatal. No voice lines, unfortunately. I doubt whether these scouts even have any voice lines to begin with. Maybe a select few special ones, but most likely not. See, that was in! I had the ankle! That was in! Rather, that was a 5-0. I got robbed. Highway robbery. I don't want to hear otherwise. Okay, but we have Anshiraishi celebrating. Let's go. Yeah, Warbog. Exactly, a Warbog. I need that guy, but yeah. I need to put on the Ares constellation for that, which I don't hate. Not the Ares constellation, sorry, the Victory Road constellation. Gamer girl. Holy shit, goalkeeper! And the captain from the Sand team, Royal Pharaoh. There he is. Okay, hold on, we're getting some blues. We're getting some blues for the team. And the goalkeeper that I like, so fantastic, beautiful. These drops are good. These drops are great, actually. But that is officially the end of the GO1 post-game teams, which that allows us to breathe a breath of relief. That's that over with. Okay, good. So that is officially GO1 completely finished. Which means that we get to move on to Chrono Stones. And Chrono Stones is already significantly more interesting when it comes to the post-game content. Of course, we had to unlock this first by beating Xanark's Outsiders. Fates, don't forget to hydrate. That is a fantastic call, actually, Lucas. I have my water right here. But we are going up against Lunar Howl. Which, yeah, this is their team. You may have seen them, may not have seen them. If you haven't played Chrono Stones, then you probably haven't seen the full team. You may have only seen, well, you will have seen me use this guy on one of my own teams. But yeah, I mean, I think these guys, it's a post-game team, right? So they're not going to have a very big story. But they have at least more going for them than the GO1 teams. They have actual lore. They have actual lore which is interwoven with the actual story of Chrono Stones as well. And we have Kinako back, we have Tor back, we have Xanark back. Oh man, feels good, feels good. There he is. Gasha Vulpine. An ancient Japanese clan. Right. They are not the same. Far from it.
それなりに仲良くはしてるが、ベタベタしてるわけでもない。とにかくここへやってきたということは、俺たちに戦いを挑むってことだ。そうだろ？それは。そうだ。じゃあ覚悟を決めるこったな。どちらにしてもお前たちとは戦う定めだ。
Okay, so again, not the most elaborate story. But I think, gameplay-wise, we're going to have a few interesting things during this match. I'm very much hoping that he at least uses either one, Cashin or Miximax, because he has both, actually. For the Miximax, for those who know, he has something similar going on to Saru. For the Cashin, I mean, both the Vampire guy and Gashar Vulpine, they have really cool Cashins. Actually, this whole team has banger Cashins in the games. But most likely they're only going to have Wolfine pull it out, if even. See, we even have like mid-game dialogue. This is already so much different than the GO1 teams. And we have this banger Chrono Stones theme in the background too. This is such a good battle theme, man. Let's see, I have to complete a focus. Oh man. Brother, I'm so ready to always just fucking go in. Okay, well, against Vulpine, huh? And it doesn't automatically do it for me. Okay, well, that's tough. So let me try to play it to Tenma then. Which I win somehow. Oh, okay, Miximax. W Gene. And he's a werewolf. There it is. He actually turned into a wolf. Fuck yeah. Miximax with a genetically modified gene. Yes, just like Saru. And now I still need to complete a focus battle. That wasn't even part of the fucking objective. That wasn't even part of it. Well, maybe it was, actually. Is he gonna do... Okay, so he's gonna run up all the way to the front. Now, these guys actually do have unique moves. They have unique shots. Both the vampire guy and this guy. Yeah, there it is. Now, he doesn't voice it in this version, I don't think. But this is called Beast Lord in Japanese. And, well, yeah, I can't really do anything against this. But once again, I'm going to pretend like I can. You're making a wolf team of your own, Evil Panda? Hey, beautiful. Here it is. This is all you need. But there's quite a few wolf-inspired characters, actually, funnily enough. I mean, hey, by all means, Evil Panda, take some inspiration from the scouts I picked up. One of the forwards that I use is called Ogami, which is just one letter apart from the Japanese word for wolf, of course, Okami. And he leads the wolves and dogs, so I think it's a perfect fit. Yeah, you can grab a lot of guys from this team too, and then of course one of the scouts that's actually in the Victory Road story. You like the girl werewolves from this team? I mean, this team... So this team is kind of interesting, right? Oh. Right, Budai Hando. This team is interesting in the sense that it has some really good designs. For example, this goalkeeper. Again, banger goalkeeper design. It also... Most of the big guys look kind of ass. Which is rough to say, but I don't like the guys with the big frame in this team. Their designs are just kind of... whatever, you know? Oh, and I have Apollo Armified, apparently. That's fine. I do not have... Okay, interesting. I don't have a Spark Edge Dribble. So then again, Tayo only canonically gets that, I think, during the Destructchers arc, during the LBX DLC arc. Now, in the game, this goalkeeper as well, he had a very interesting cash-in. I think it was called Koro Koro Gon. At least that's what I recall. And I think it was one of the last cash-ins to be added to this game, wasn't it? Wasn't it one of the latest to be added with some kind of update? At the very least, I remember seeing that specific cash-in and that move on a list of things yet to be added to the game. Some while ago, admittedly, but... Okay, Shinsuke actually doing something now, so that's great. Now, I did not manage to even the score just yet, so that's going to have to happen in the second half. Which is fine. I think we'll probably get a guaranteed goal at some point. Ares update, yeah, exactly, Nobunaga, exactly. Okay, complete focus battles. 3, I presume? Maybe 2, actually. 2, okay, 2 is enough. So I'm going to have to lose 2, specifically. Engage in 2, and also lose 2. I guess there's no way I'm winning. And then score using... Oh wait, I won. Never mind. Forget I said anything, I guess. Score using Keshin armed as Tayo specifically. Okay. Whatever you say, boss. Whatever you want. I can't even use any of my Hisatsu. Okay, regular shot's gonna be then. That was gonna be enough regardless, probably. It could have been 2-1 if I just managed to pull off one more shot in the first half. I'll show you an even greater furry and fury. Is he gonna use his cash-in then? No. In fact, I can just win. I can just win with a sliding tackle. The cash-in was added after the goalkeeper was already in the game? Okay, well that I knew, yeah. I know that a bunch of these guys have cash-in that also don't appear during the main story of Chrono Stones. So that's always very interesting, I think. Ikuyo mina! Oh yeah. VR did not introduce recolor cash-ins. No. The recolors were largely a part of Chrono Stones, actually. And a lot of them actually came from teams such as Lunar Howl here, who appeared after the main story in the game. Can I do... I can do it. Tsikuichimonzi. That's certainly going in. Never mind. Think I called that shot a little too early. It's still going in. Okay. So that's a 2-1. So that guarantees us a victory. Given that we don't do anything stupid by this point. Which I'm not exactly prone to do in this game, to be fair. So I think we're fine. Korakora is one of the only cash-ins not to have a copycat cash-in. Right. Right. I mean, is he... That's... Yeah, Korokorogon is, like, completely unique, isn't he? That's the only cash-in with, what's it called? It's Crimson Sphere? That's what it's called, I think. Yeah. Crimson Sphere. But now, I guess they gave him Burai Hand, which kind of resembles the Korokorogon, so... I guess I can respect that decision. Though, baffling decision-making not to just add that cash-in from the get-go. For what reason would you not just give it to him off-rip when he literally has it? In the games that he first appears in. Okay, that was the shittest folly I've seen in my life. and as such it also deserves not to go in. Now, of course, something that does deserve to go in. One more goal from Tsurugi. A manga reference they totally missed. Giving a voice line to Samuel Mayo. Haha. Of course, I knew you were going to mention that at some point. Samuel Mayo with his Ground Dragon, or Dragon Ground. That's true. It's been so long since I've seen Ground Dragon. It's in this game, right? Every move is in this game at this point. Every move from past Inazuma games is now in Victory Road, which is crazy to think about, but also fantastic. It's exactly the direction I hoped they would take. So I couldn't be happier, honestly. But yeah, I mean, Ground Dragon, I wish... Does he even get it? Like, at any point, if you play against him, does he get it? I think I've played all the difficulties against Red Matador, but I don't think I ever caught him using it or having it, so I'm not sure. Okay, they gave him Bridge to Nowhere, and they had him voice it too. Love that. Okay, Volpeed is still Mixi-Maxed. You know what? I'm gonna challenge him with my own Mixi-Max. Nobunaga! And now what? Not much else left to do. See how powerful this Nobunaga really is. It's a good start. No foul, for sure. Okay, nice. Push past. I cannot... I can't do Satsuna boost. Yikes. But surely... Den Rai Ho To! Okay, nothing to chain with. It's gonna hit the wall as well. So this is almost certainly not going in. There's no chance of us getting a breach either, so that's okay. So it's gonna be a 3-1 victory against Lunar Wolf. Lunar Howl, rather. Clean. Clean match. Yeah, nothing else to really say. Actually, in terms of story, there wasn't a whole lot more than Southern Claw and Northern Fang, surprisingly. But then again, I suppose that they're primarily basing this off the story that actually happens in Chrono Stones in the games. So, yeah, in that regard, it's not a whole lot that happens. Holy fuck, holy drops. Got the goalkeeper immediately. Jorg. If you were to pronounce it in the English way, I suppose. Eren Jaeger as well, which you love to see. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. Nobunaga, you did pretty well, actually. You did pretty well. Unfortunately, we couldn't do your signature move. We couldn't do Satsuna boost. I'm sure, Vilpine. I'm sure. And he teleports away. This is exactly how it is in Chrono Stones, actually. This is exactly how things go in that game, I'm afraid. Okay, but that's that. So let's see. Route Unlock Battle, level 92. Okay, so technically we could do this with the scouts. However, I think I'm gonna opt to change to a different team. I think I'm still not gonna use the main team. You know what? I'm gonna use the delinquent team for this second part. I think that's fair. And then the final parts, the Galaxy and such, those will be the highest levels. So I'm gonna go with the main team for those. To be fair, the delinquent team is pretty well built up by this point too. I mean, Hoshi is completely decked out for one. She has a full set, actually, all different moves. No favoritism whatsoever, of course, but... The proud Lunar Howl. And as you can see, I finally pulled the trigger. I finally pressed the button. Made Tobitaka into a fabled character, a fabled player. Which also means that now on the delinquent team, I'm not restricted to just using Hero Kusaka and Tobitaka. I can actually use Hero Osrock in the forward as well. In the front line. So, yeah. Also, this guy he's not really a delinquent. I have him on my team because that's the guy I need to grind out for the cash-in that I want. I want the trigger cash-in, which Hamsta actually does have in the Chrono Stones games. But yeah. Alright, let's see. With the delinquent team, I'm thinking it's decently possible to actually clench out an advantage win here. Especially since the goalkeeper is fire element. Why don't I give Hawkshot to Tobitaka? Because I have been busy not thinking about that shot for like a few years by this point. I would though, because you know he has it in Inazuma 11-3, of course. So I'm tempted to give it to him, but I would have to give it, I guess, to adult Tobitaka. I'm not giving it to young Tobitaka because he's fabled. He has a full set. Okay, so this is going to be the only obstacle, I think. Bridge to nowhere, which is wind, of course. But Hand is actually going to be fine to break past, because that's fire too. Okay, so he has Spark Edge Dribble. I have double type advantage. It's not enough though, somehow. Okay, he has plot armor because he voices it, so that sucks, but it is what it is. Hold on, what if I just... This could do it, to be completely honest. It is a counter shot. Yeah, that's true. Hawkshot is a counter shot, so unironically does work for Tobitaka. But, also, yeah, Hamsta is, well, he's called Hams, yeah, in the Japanese version. Hamsu. With his last name, I guess, being, like, or at least starting with Ta, but... Called Hamsta in the English version. His description also says that he likes running on a wheel really fast. I wonder in reference to what animal that could possibly be. Okay, let's see. Can't do Stargazer. I'm gonna just have to capitalize off what I have. Which is 1500 power with a low drive. Holy. One more shot will do it for the 2-0 then. And that's nice. Good interception. Fuck you. Okay, bounce shot. Hold. Maybe cheeky bounce past the defenders. That's going straight into him. Okay, whatever. Would have gone past the wall though. And it's gone in for a 2-0, so... Beautiful, beautiful. I think we can do the advantage win, which would be a huge help actually, time-wise too. Pretty sure you can't give it to Tobitaka. You'd have to give up Ironclad Guardian due to Fable players only having one hyper slot. Yeah, right. So I'm not going to give it to young Tobitaka, if anyone. I'll probably give it to adult Tobitaka. Actually, for a mission, or like for a character that I want to scout, a different scout, I need 10 counter shots. Which I don't have a lot of, so... It's actually going to be pretty helpful to give that to Tobitaka, maybe. Okay, Aaron Yeager. Passed easily enough. Ixchel Totem. And then we're going to do Ixchel Cannon. And the play to Sakurazaki so he can chain for the elemental advantage. Doesn't have anything to chain with, but that's fine. Let's go to the far corner. Okay, unfortunately hits a little guy. And he has air bullets, of course. We still have elemental advantage. It's not gonna do it. But it's close enough. Okay, that's a good zone, actually. Just find the corner. That's not good enough. Well, with the elemental advantage, just about 11 points. Okay, get the fuck in. Beautiful. So one more, and we have 10 minutes to do it. 9. Oh, we can... Holy shit, Banger opening is back. Oh, fuck, no way. Okay, you got Sadu. I need to... You know what? That's the... There we go. In the little sliver. Oh, I'm feeling it. Track cycling, let's go. Straight down the middle. And this is going to be a bit of a problem if he cuts me off. Okay, there we go. Back to Hoshi. With a little bit of luck, we can also do Headbanger, Head Bazooka. I don't think we have enough of that. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And I just heard noted. Oh, Hoshi, wait. Dude, oh, if the little guy wasn't there. Dude, imagine. Fucking imagine. Hold on, I got a real quick. Holy shit, I heard something. Vacno, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I don't know if they're even in the chat right now, but I do get a notification for that, so that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's a wolf guy didn't have yet. Yeah, Hoshi could have totally done it too. That's the worst part. Hold on. Also, here's the last addition to Hoshi's moveset, if she can put it off, which she doesn't, but I gave her Menacing Glare because I was trying to find like a music-related move, but I couldn't find any that fits, so I had to give her Menacing Glare. Now I kind of need this ball because I want the advantage win, not gonna lie. Okay, real quick, just do like a cheeky Stargazer. You know what, Hoshi? You've been done dirty before. She can finish it off. She can get the 4-0. Up in the corner. How much power is this? 1821 power. That's gonna go in for sure. And Hoshi, champion Hoshi, she does it again. She does it again. Oppa. And that's an advantage win, actually, against Lunar Howl. That's great. That's great. I don't think we're going to have as good of a time against the next team. Because if memory serves, that goalkeeper is Earth Element. Though, we're going to see. We might get lucky. Don't know as of yet. But okay, that's the first work done on the Chrono Stones post-game. Delinquent's doing quite a good job, actually. We skip through this. Level 67 for Saru. Legendary Saru that I actually dropped this afternoon when playing against the Lagoon again. And more Saru, Nishikage, and one Wolf guy. Okay. Didn't drop full peen, but I already have him, of course, so it doesn't matter by this point. Your Hoshi moveset is Dead Straight, Tiger Storm, Golliger Totem, and Amp Beat. You know what? Dead Straight, kind of a banger move for her. Kind of fits really well. Okay, next one. Nos Fanatica. The Vampire Team, as it is also known. Okay, actually, Goalkeeper is Fire Element, which is not terrible. This team has some ugly-ass motherfuckers, by the way. I mean, I'm looking at basically the entire defense here. Muscas, Porto, Mira, yikes. They have Brad, though, so I guess that kind of evens it out. But let's see. What do these guys have to tell us? Hahaha. Oh, Van Fanny reminds me so much of Aphrodite, actually, in a weird kind of way. Right, yeah. Vilpine and Van Fanny are both from ancient clans, that's what it is. Dude, you could make such a good team, actually, with like the Aphrodite archetype. Also, this is a beautiful stadium. Like this courtyard with all the luminescent flowers. It's an awesome setting. And the crescent moon too. The last stadium too. I mean, it was an overgrown like Japanese dojo, which I think is also a fantastic setting for a battle. But yeah, the Noble Vampires. Here we go. Part 2 of the Chrono Stones post team. These guys are exclusive to Thunderstorm. The Wolf team is exclusive to Wildfire. And I know that because that is the version that I played, and I had the Werewolf guys. And I was more than happy with that, actually. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Vilpine is actually on the cover for the Wildfire 3DS game. I need to complete a focus battle. You know what? I don't care. I'm already here. I'm just gonna take a shot. There's no way they completely nullify my shot, right? No, exactly. So that's just doing some work for the future. So I need to do the same thing as before with Vulpine. Okay, now you're gonna do White Blade. That's fine. Fake a pull through. Okay, maybe not. White Torpedo. Okay, fair enough. Now get it to Tenma, preferably. Okay, and this is going exactly the way it was going against the werewolves. The V gene, the vampire gene, of course. This is such a banger design. You know what? This is Hisui and Zoroark before Hisui and Zoroark was cool. Those who know. Miximax. Brother, you are a teddy bear. He's not gonna suck your blood. Don't worry about it, bro. Okay, yeah, and we lose that, of course, guaranteed. And now, we get the other half of Beast Lord. Vampire Lodo. Or Bloodsucker Bite, as they decided to call it in the dub, which is an infinitely worse name. But it is what it is. It absolutely is what it is. I mean, personally, I much prefer, you know, having the juxtaposition of Beast Lord and Vampire Lord, but it is what it is again. Destiny, brother. He refused to say Unmei. Okay, and now it's just play for fun, play to win. Burado Saka! Dude, you're so real, actually, Vinny. What a goated fucking reference. Burado Saka! Okay, and why do you have Kote Penguin 7 again? Let me use a cash-in that hasn't been used in a hot minute, actually. Burin Hiruda! Okay, Shindo. I did some work already. Is that Hakuryu? Oh, shit, I didn't even notice Hakuryu was here. That's because this is... Yeah, right, this is a Thunderstorm exclusive team. And Hakuryu is the character you get in Thunderstorm, of course. Taiyo you get in Wildfire. Which is why we were playing with Taiyo, so... Actually, I guess we'll have to score with Hakuryu. Probably. In the second half. Tomete Misero! Let's see, is Haku goated? He may just be goated with the sauce. You know what? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm digging this. I like this a lot, actually. Xenar, get your ass in the game, man. Xenar, lock the fuck in. There you go. White to Hurricane! And then what? Well, nothing, but chain to chip him down a little bit. Not that it's gonna matter, because if this follows the same storyline as the werewolf team, then we're just gonna get a guaranteed goal in the second half. He voices Gravity Point, which is interesting. Many interesting things, many interesting decisions in these teams, for sure. You know, Tsurugi is the one who's gonna have to carry us through this. He has elemental advantage. Don't think this is gonna do it. No. If the defender didn't get in front of it, then that probably would have done it, but that's okay. Too bad it's armed and not the actual cash-in. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I generally don't really like armed. I liked armed in Chrono Stones, but that's just because it was such a good gimmick in Chrono Stones, where it actually made you feel more powerful. In this game, it really doesn't. I'm aware it has some effects. It gives like an attack and defense buff, I think. But you know, in Chrono Stones, you were so much faster. You could push past shit the way that you do power charges in this game, right? It was a world of difference. Okay, so that's one focus battle. And then one more, which that is not a focus battle. Okay, anyone want to come over here for a focus battle, or like, are we not feeling it? I guess we're not feeling it. I could so easily score right now. Oh, brother. Okay, whatever. Just get me anyone. There we go. And then score using Miximax as Hakuryu. Okay, that makes sense. Miki Storans! Kome! There we go. Is this the first time we get to see Hakuryu's Tenshiraime, actually, in the Chronicle Mode? I think so. Especially since I never used Hakuryu in the Chronicle Mode for Chrono Stones. Destiny. Finally got your OC done with Bullseye Blaze, Last Line of Defense, and Atomic Flare with Trigger as your cash-in. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna get Trigger on my own OC as well. Fantastic taste, Nobunaga. Shake my hand, actually, buddy. Now, win the match. Not much I need to do for that anymore, I don't think. But we have to play the full second half, so... You know what? We're just gonna keep going in. I love this delivery, actually, for Hakuryu. It's so aggressive. That's so much better than Taiyo's, actually, but... I mean, I do prefer Hakuryu over Taiyo generally, but... the delivery is like night and day between the two. It's awesome. All of Hakuryu's lines have so much power put into them. Jay, hey, good evening, man. Welcome. Glad to have you here, mate. Double God Hand? Why does he voice this? Okay, I had more power, but it didn't go through. Like, they fucked something up with the numbers in this update, I swear. I don't know what it is, but they fucked something up. Okay, well then, let me just score this way, I guess. I'm not scoring this way, actually. Because everyone has air bullets. That's mine. Okay, never mind, I'm scoring. 3-1. There it is. Your OC has Ice Block V2 and Crystal Barrier V3, then he... Gee, I wonder what kind of moves you like. But honestly, I respect the dedication. Maybe I should just commit with like a Vac Attack Ass or some shit. Take off every single move on my OC, just put on Shinkuma. That'd be kind of funny, actually. It'd be a really good blocking move by that point, but... Okay, well, not much left to do. So I guess I'm just gonna faff about it a little bit. See, can we do anything with Torb? Can I? I can certainly Miximax with Torb, right? I can't Miximax, interesting. But I can use the Cashin. Armorified, unfortunately. Because the move on that guy, on that Cashin, also just really cool. Okay, well. I guess I lost the ball. That was a shit pass, to be fair, but... I feel like I shouldn't have just been pushed aside there. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Lucas, honestly, you don't... Obviously, you don't have to put a Cashin on your OC. I mean, I will, because... I don't think I'm interested in literally just transforming into a character. And... I mean, the awakenings and such are so generic. Like, they're good, I'm sure. I've used Sakurazaki with an awakening, and he's fucking bonkers. I don't know. I want something unique. And it's been so long since some of these cash-ins have been in any game, you know? What's the goofiest cash-in? Yeah, probably Entertainer. I'd say so. I think that's a pretty good shout for the goofiest. You know what? Can we win? We can certainly win. And that's it. That's the end of the match. Alright. There we go. And that's the end of Lost Fanatic. At least that's the story. So yeah, again, I'm going to sound like a broken record tonight, but as far as the story is concerned, in terms of how far it really stretches, these are good beans. These are beans that I need, actually. Now I've got Van Fanny, who I already had, so I don't really need anyone else from the vampire team. But, you know, anyone we can get is fine. Destiny. Who is this Destiny person, man? And he also teleports away. Goodbye. Actually, I remember that guy sounding so snobby in the English dub. I know there's this one cutscene where you see Vulpine and Van Fanny together with Saru. It's actually the scene that you also see in the anime, right? And Van Fanny just goes, "Remind me, what exactly is the point of all this?" It's awesome. And the only thing Vulpine can say in the deepest voice is, he's just toying with him, playing with his prey. Me, I'd go straight for the jugular. Oh, I remember those cutscenes so vividly, man. They were so ass, but they were so iconic, actually. You believe the LBX matches use some of the movie scenes? Oh, that's gonna fuck me up with copyright for sure. Jesus Christ. That's tough to hear, but I'm gonna work around it. I guess I'll just have to cut those sections out. If they do use the actual movie scenes, then yeah, I'm gonna have to cut those out. Which, that's rough. But understandable, I guess. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. I hate when they do that. I think it's... like, I don't even blame them for actually using the scenes. The bigger problem for me is that all of the scenes are just copyright claimed. Like, I'm literally just playing the game as it was designed by level 5, and I'm getting copyright stricken because, you know, they forgot to grab their own copyright, I guess. Or they had to pass it over to some fuck-ass third party. TV Tokyo. But well, yeah, the LBX part... You know, ironically, I'm probably going to mention this during the actual matches as well. But yeah, the LBX film, it was like whatever, but all the LBX parts were so awesome. Like, I don't know if it's just the fact that it was completely new for me, because I'd never interacted with anything LBX, but all of those scenes were like fantastic. Those were probably my favorite like animations in the entire film. Well, it's probably just the novelty factor that's it's coming into play there. But yeah, I'm certainly going to discuss that during the actual match. Maybe against Inazuma Legend Japan, most likely against the Destructchers. But it's going to be interesting to see if they even included any of the LBX stuff to begin with. Most likely not, since they have no reason to. I think the protagonists of LBX are in the game by this point. They were probably added with the update, I have to imagine. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, we're discussing rapid fire in the chat. That's always a good time. Love to hear that. Yeah, that scene is just a joke. You have to imagine how those voice actors were standing in the studio. They were just going like, rapid fire. They thought they were cast for something completely else, bro. Okay, he's not going to catch me off guard. The protagonists add their Hisatsu. Yeah, right, because I saw one of the Hisatsu is actually already in the shop. Why do they voice these moves? He voices Wall of Atlantis? Okay, you know what? Fair enough, buddy boy. Get me that shit. Okay, so big defender mama is gonna... she's gonna block this. That's fine. I don't know whether she has anything. No. Though I'm also not able to chain, so it doesn't help a whole lot. Let's see. Is there a way for me to quickly score 2 goals? Probably. I just need a bit more tension. I need to send Sakurazaki up there too. So this could be the final bit of tension we need. He just did a move. He's not going to do it again. Yep. And then I need to bait the wall. Okay, I'm going to do a Shunrai, send it to the other half of the pitch, to Xanark. And then surely with a direct hit from Xanark, that's going to be enough. Yeah. No defenders getting in the way. Should be enough if he doesn't do anything. Which he doesn't, so that's good. 3-0, at least advantage time. I think we have about 7 or 8 minutes to get the 4th goal in, which is, it's doable. Yeah, 8 minutes, so it's doable. The LBX moves are 100 tension, so they're, again, insanely strong for no reason. I wouldn't say for no reason, but I guess it's funny that people who've really never played football get 100 tension moves like that. Just from pulling out their own little specialty. Another banger, by the way. Banger has returned. Oh, only Big Bang Slash is 100 tension. Glorious Ray is 85. Okay, more interesting decision making. But it costs 95 tension for some reason. Okay, so maybe that's a visual bug. Maybe that's an oversight. I know they did something like that before, but they fixed it. So maybe they're still going to be fixed in a future update. Let's see, I need one more, and I think with Garo's interception here, I can do it. Let's see, I need a cheeky Miximax, I think. Kurara Jane! Okay, I can actually... That's rough. Pass to Sakurazaki. Sakurazaki surely with a bounce shot. It's gonna go to the right. No, he caught it with a... Fuck, with air bullet. That may be enough to stop it. That is enough to stop it. Yikes. Okay, unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, they made the defender so fast in the latest update, so... Yeah, that's rough. That's okay. 15 more minutes. That's alright. I already thought we were going to have a bit of a harder time against this goalkeeper. Since I just kind of don't have fire. I have Hoshi, but Hoshi's not really a forward, so... Let's see, Brad. That's okay. This is gonna be 4-0. So, yeah, for some reason this defender Zinc, he has the craziest block getup of all time. Air bullet, Atlantis wall, and he's always there. He's always in the way somehow. La 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 la. But that should be it. 4-0. I'm saying that like it's some kind of prerequisite for an S rank or something. Fortunately, they are not doing that anymore. Don't think my completionist mind can handle that. But yeah, that's basically that. That is basically the free match against Phantasmagoria, whatever they were called again. And now it's just free play once again. There's a bunch of moves that cost more tension than they should. And Aurora Curse of which costs less tension than it should. Okay. Hey, that's great. That's, I guess that's a good way to keep players on their toes. I mean, it's like, you say that, but when I do moves, it's not like I can... It's not like I can calculate how much tension I really have to spend, to be completely honest. I'm not keeping track of that. And I certainly can't tell by how far the bar is advanced or not. So to me, doesn't make much of a difference. How people even find that out, I have no clue. Okay, not Stargazer. Play to Xanark. Disaster Break. It went right over the little guy. See, that's what we want to see. We want to see more discrimination towards short people. Except for Hoshi. Hoshi is awesome. Hoshi deserves everything. Okay, back to Xanark once again. Okay, so it already hit someone. Went over the little guy again. Okay, that's that. That's the end of the match. So we have one more team left for the official post-game content for Chrono Stones, which is the combined team. They always do that, of course. They always do the game-exclusive teams, and then when you link the two games, you get a combined team, which is secret, has like the best rewards and the highest level and such. But yeah, those are going to be the Children of the Night, which is kind of a sick name if you're gonna ask me. Right. Yeah, I know you can look at the move in the store and you can see the tension and power numbers, but it's like when you're in the match and you're actually using them, it's like, am I gonna calculate how many moves I can use? And like, it's also like, how are you gonna tell during a match that something cost less than it should or cost more than it should? That's kind of what I'm aiming at here. Why is he so red? Hold on, why is Van Fenny so red? What happened to him? What happened to bro? They covered up his neck. Damn, that sucks. But yeah, Children of the Night. Combined team of werewolves. Oh, they have the cross kit. Right, so that's why he's so red, because his entire neck is covered. Okay, I see. They didn't bother to... Or is this actually the Children of the Night kit? I forget what it actually looks like. Well, let's have a look. Actually, no, that is just the Children of the Night kit, actually. Why is the entire neck red? Was it like that before? Destiny. He loves that word. Me when I learn a new English word and it becomes my main buzzword for the rest of the week. Right, you can't understand it because of his heavy Japanese accent, but in the Japanese version of the games, they are called the Exceller. In which case, I think this is actually a rare case of the dub name being better than the original name. Alright. Let's see. You can't decide whether you like this kit or whether it's too over-designed. I mean, this is certainly the kit of all time. I like the colors. I think it could have been a lot darker, to be completely honest. Like, if they'd made it black like the goalkeeper uniform, then I feel like it would have fit better, but, well. And Vinny doesn't like this kit because it doesn't look like a football kit, and because he hates Chrono Stones. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Bit of an L take, to be completely honest, but, let's see here. Complete a focus battle against Van Fenny. Right, they're gonna pull the same shit where I just have to complete a focus battle against Van Fenny and one against Wolfine. And this theme plays. This is also a bit of a classic from Chrono Stones. This guy's howls though and roars are top notch. He puts so much effort into that. Destiny. Okay, man, that's enough. So there they go. Well, they, quote unquote, they give the illusion of going up together. You know what? Color me fucking impressed. They actually put in their combo shop. That's fantastic. They actually put it in. That is such a fucking cool move, dude. I'm so happy that's in. I'm so happy that's in. And this is called the monster in Japanese. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna be so dead ass. I forgot that they even have a combo shop. But it just came back to me, and yeah, that is fucking awesome. Love that. I was gonna do this whole thing of like, hey, they give the impression of going up together, but in fact, it's only Vanfani. Hell nah. They do it together. Damn, awesome. See, this is how you do a good combined team. It's when you give the two captains from the separate teams a move together. It worked for Chaos. It worked for pretty much everything else. Did I just... Was I supposed to score with Xanark? Hold on. I was supposed to score with Xanark. Okay. You know what? I didn't even read that objective. I did that completely on accident. Incredible. And now we play for victory. Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna be, again, a free match, but it's like, you know, at least we got to see Nocturne, so that's something. Yeah, the way that the move starts flipping upside down when the wolf comes across the screen, it goes so hard. It is such a well-designed move, and again, I can't underline enough how much I love that they bring back the combined shots. Because it was really a missed opportunity for the GO1 post-game teams. They didn't have anything. And that's what makes it such an unimpressive team, I think, just as a whole. They don't have anything unique, as opposed to these guys. The Xanax sweep comes so naturally, you don't need to think about it. Again, he just keeps popping off. He cannot stop winning, actually. And we, as his fans, also cannot stop winning. This is the reason why they brought him back in Victory Road. How the hell is that offside? Zinc was absolutely ahead of me, but okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the first half. I don't have enough time to do anything else. He also is going to get past me. Never mind, the Xanark sweep. It's just so easy. Zero Magnum is technically the combined shot for the Go post game. I suppose. I mean, when you're... okay, when you're talking about the 3DS games specifically, then yes. But Team Zero is a little bit weird because of how it's canonically timed in the first Go season. Because it technically happens during Saints Way, during the Holy Road tournament. So, you know, it's a little nebulous whether it can really be considered post-game or not. If you're specifically thinking about the 3DS games, then yes, I agree. Zero Magnum technically classifies as such. Okay, hold on, what am I doing? Score using Miximax as Faye. Okay, sure. Miximax big. Bigger! Mixitrance! Bigger! And now we get to see Phantasmagoria. Oh, Yarokiba! The Rockstar looks so good in this game as well. And that's a guaranteed goal. Beautiful. I mean, Chaos also happens canonically before the end of Inazuma 11 2 story. That's true. You're right about that, actually. I will concede that. So, yeah, it's fair to say that Zero Magnum is, in fact, a post-game combined move. But then, you know, from that point of view, it's also kind of weird that they even include the other two teams to begin with. Because, like, Ancient Dark and Eternal Shining were technically just the post-game version exclusive teams, you know? And then they just decided, you know, let's sprinkle in one more for both versions. And then have them do absolutely nothing, have absolutely zero relevance to the story of Go. So yeah, certainly an interesting move for them to pull. Score you. Score using Saikyo 11 Hado. I don't even need to Mixie-Mux. Okay, he just kind of does it. Awesome. They should have referenced the manga version of this match, where Saru joins your team and scores with Shellbit Burst. That would have been so hype, actually. But they would never. They would never. Burai Hando! Alright, and we got the special scoring animation too. Huge. For Ares and Orient route, how about a team of anti-Ares? Make a team of players who were not in Ares, but you think were worth showing. Ooh. Nobunaga, I think you might have been cooking. Not gonna lie. So, Tobitaka? No, but it's like, that's okay, that leaves... That's a prompt that leaves it up to interpretation quite heavily, right? Oh, so I get cocked on the right side now too, by the way. So that's good, that's good. They actually made it worse with the update. But I like that. I like that. So basically, like a team that has no Ares characters that should have been in Ares. Well, I guess, is Senbei Amano technically in Ares? Or is that Reloaded that I'm thinking of? It's like one of the two. I forget who is even in Ares to begin with, to be completely honest. There's like a few recurring teams, isn't there? Chikuichi Monji. Get Rim. They sidelined the... Right. I was about to say, that's a Brazilian word, a Portuguese word. I don't think gostando is what you meant to put there, not gonna lie. But that's an interesting concept for sure. I'm definitely going to consider that. And you know what? I'm probably going to adhere to it. Mostly because I really don't have anyone from Ares who I actually like, except for Kira. It's like dead-ass the only exception. Okay, we're almost through with Children of the Night here. Yeah, again, hasn't been a very significant match, but at the very least we got to see Nocturne, which is something. Is Nocturne, by the way, is Nocturne a move that you can buy once you beat this, once you beat these teams? Also, who is Duff Dooley? Panda, you're gonna have to explain. Who is Duff Dooley? Like, I don't know, I don't know that I've heard that name ever. And it certainly sounds like someone I should know based off what you're saying. But okay, there we go. That is Children of the Night. So all that rests us is one free match against these guys. And then we're getting to the LBX film. Yo, Jahar, welcome. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. You joined at a good point. We're almost through with the Chrono Stones post-game teams. We're almost moving on to the film with Furan and such. Nocturne requires the online currency. Okay. Well, that's not bad. How is this possible? Friendship. Destiny. Brother mentions Destiny in literally every sentence he speaks. Yeah, these guys tried to kill us, but it was a fun match, so, you know, that's fine. We'll play again. Actually, I would love to play again. But right, yeah, after this, there's 2 matches. Inazuma Legend Japan and the Destructchers. And that's going to be the end of the Chrono Stones route. But Delinquent Team rests one more task as concerns the post-game teams for Chrono Stones. Children of the Night, free match. Now, we once again have the Wolf goalkeeper on goal, which means that a advantage win is certainly in the cards. Give me just 1 second to brush off my glasses. In this state, I cannot play, I cannot read comments, but there is a spot on my glasses that is bothering me. That is Batty. Beautiful. Okay, so Children of the Night, free match with the Delinquent team. Only comeback teams in Ares are Zeus, Brainwashing, Kirkwood, Alias, Alpine, Royal, and the top characters of Old Raymond. The rest are all free game. Oh. So, what I'm hearing is, we are beating Ares with the entirety of Sanbayama. Because I can almost do that. I'm only missing a few benches, which are like, you know, those are not significant, so whatever. Okay, so let's see. Immediately pop a cavalry advance. Play to Ozrok. Stargazer to Xanark. And then what? Well then, we're gonna try to go for this corner, I think. So that maybe this little guy doesn't reach. Unfortunate. Actually, it's a little girl, I think, maybe. She sure sounds like it. And we still almost scored. Jesus Christ. That's not even... That's purely organic, by the way. That is not even with a breach or nothing. Okay, Garo. Get her. And then we put a Gungnir and we score our first goal. Watch this. There it is. Gungnir! You have all Sanbayama players, Vinny? Yeah. Including the last bench that you were missing. That's good. Congratulations. I'm almost there. I still need the coach, and I need 2 benches, I think. So, I'm close as well, but I got a little tired of grinding them out, so... I just kind of moved on, but I'll get them eventually. Also, coming back to Duff Dooley. Oh, is that the fucking... Is that the guy with the Waluigi nose and the mushrooms on his head? Is that Duff Dooley? Like, it's kind of coming back to me vaguely, but... Oh, Miximax V-Gene. You know what? I'm gonna let him do it, because I don't think I can win against this. I like that he growls every single time he does anything. It's awesome. You know, Wolf Team, actually, that Evil Panda mentioned, that may just go hard. There's so many good options. They added the Miximax version of the Protocol Omega 3.0 players. Ooh, we've been trying to get Miximax Enum. Okay, I see. You got 4 heroes in the process. Well, I certainly wouldn't be complaining about that, but I understand your frustration. So what, are they in a separate constellation as well? 8 power... Dude, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. That almost went in just without any sort of fluff. Okay, Chroma. I can win, and I got him as a result, so that's great. Second goal for Gado ever? No, because I'm playing to Hoshi. Straight down the middle. She doesn't need any tricks. Hoppa. Bridge to nowhere. Don't care. Hoshi is much more powerful than your silly little bridge. Bah! Okay, 2-0. It's possible. We're on track. Halfway through the match, through the first half, and we're halfway through the score that we need to get, so if we manage to grind a good bit of tension here, then we should be good to go. Xanark is able to enjoy his Miximax for a few more seconds. I'm gonna use Claymore. Gonna see if I can get a little power boost if I just go straight through here. I'm gonna play it to Xanark. And then actually, I'm going to play it back to Sakurazaki. Maybe I can circumvent the wall somehow. In fact, I can. So I will. Fates can get the gender rights of a random werewolf, but not Nada. Okay. You know what? Actually, I don't have an excuse. You're right. You're right. It's like Nada has a more ambiguous voice, I feel like. So... Like, I don't really know what to tell you, but she just didn't seem like a girl to me, not gonna lie. Though I guess Love Arrow should have given it away. Is that not like a female exclusive shot in the Chrono Stones games? I'm 90% certain that it may be. Okay, so that's 3-0. That's good. That's good progress. You finished every team plus bench players of every... Really? Every team? So you just dead-ass have every character in the game. How many hours do you have, Nobunaga? Holy fuck. How many teams? There's so many teams in this game. There's like 3,500 characters. More. There's so much more. Okay, hold on. I need to... So is she gonna... No? Okay, she's not gonna hit me after all. Fair enough. Ooh, I need... I actually really needed that... The totem, I think. Maybe I can still do it with a direct shot with Zanak. But I think this is my last opportunity, so... So certainly shouldn't flub it now. Oh, that'll do it. Okay, 2011. 15 years ago, by the way, 2011. Feeling old yet? I am. But okay, on the cusp of 4-0. Managed to clutch it out. That's good, that's good. We don't have to spend much longer on the Children of the Night. Which means one thing, that it's time for the film. The LBX film. Which is most likely going to get my stream copyright stricken, but that is fine. Anything for the content. Anything for the content. Alright. 700 hours? You have 700 hours in this game. I'm barely scratching 180 and I thought I was doing a really good job time-wise. Holy shit, Purple Wolf. Somni, let's go. Everyone calls her a carnivore, but she swears she's a herbivore. I'm sure. I'm sure. And Tobitaka, dude. Huge selection of characters once again. Alright, that's that. Love Arrow isn't directly gender locked, but the only male character who gets it in their base moveset is a hyper fanboy. Okay, well, hey, great to know. Fantastic to know. And as I suspected, I'm glad I did not misinterpret this storyline. The next match will, in fact, be Inazuma Legend Japan. Okay, the ultimate matchup. Also, the only time that Inazuma Legend Japan ever gets mentioned is in this film. And in Inazuma 11 Ghost Strikers, where they are a proper team. But that's it. They are entirely based on this film, I'm pretty sure. And actually, interestingly enough, this team that we're going to be playing with is the new Inazuma Japan that follows directly after Chrono Stones. Ah, they're all so big now. And here's the new generation. Inazuma Japan, before Earth 11 was cool. Now this match, for those of you who have not watched the film, this match gets interrupted pretty early on by Asta, I think his name is. Who is from the Destructchers, of course. Which then sets into motion the rest of the film and the whole conflict. Yeah, exactly. Asta and Zan. Those are gonna be the secondary antagonists of this film, of this plotline. This two match plot point that we're gonna have. Okay, yeah, actually a very interesting formation here, because we somehow have Kinako on Inazuma Japan, even though I think she went back to the future. She's not even from the same time period as all of these people. But okay. You know, Hakuryu, Tsurugi, everyone else I understand, but the fact that they have Kinako here is so interesting. Okay, but let's see. Let's see how short this match is in this version then. It's probably just one half and then it gets interrupted. That's what I have to imagine. Or they're gonna pull a very quick one, and they're gonna have like 2 objectives and then have that be the end of it. Let's find out. Use Armorify as Hakuryu. I think we actually, in the film, you actually get scored on Inazuma Japan gets scored on by Andor doing the craziest move. Okay, is that all I have to do? I have to use Dragon Drive, so Dragon Blaster as Hakuryu, that's all? Sure. Dragon Blaster! Oh yeah, that's what this leads into. We're gonna see Deep Jungle. Oh wow. Dude, these graphics for the jungle, hello? And then, oh my god, right. This chain is so crazy. Sparkle Wave, and we're not done yet. What is he doing? He's doing what he does best, and that is not goalkeeping. Oh shit, there it is. Gigaton head chain. With fucking Sparkle Wave, dude. Only Andor could make this shit up. And the fact that Andor, the goalkeeper, is able to score as well against New Inazuma Japan is insane. Oh, he really wanted to. It's not gonna happen, though. It is not gonna happen. Kinako with one last hurrah. Maybe so. Maybe so. And then there's Fran. There's our primary antagonist for this film. Asta. Yep. And he destroys Shinsuke in an act of unbridled baseness. He destroys Shinsuke. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm getting copyright stricken. Okay, GG's, fellas. This is directly from the film. Yikes, bro. That's tough. Hey, it's been great. It's been great knowing you all. This is not gonna be in the stream, I don't think. But then, our saviors! LBX! This film was actually such a fever dream with all the LBX stuff going on. Also, this is Handa's voice acting, which I love. I love that so much. This guy is so good. Oh, so is this where we get to see some of those moves? Hold on. Guys, we've known these people for like 10 seconds. Let's help them. I trust these people. Yep. Fire Tornado Double Drive. That's one. Inazuma Break. That's two. And then the cherry on top, number 3, Final Death Zone. What a fucking banger. And another cutscene from the film. Oh boy. I mean, cool ass cutscene. Not cool for my stream. That's gonna be rough. Okay. Gureto! Yup. Yup. Dude, Endo has to have one of the worst lives ever, bro. How many times does Endo disappear, get transformed into a fucking stone, or get injured otherwise? Like, what are we doing? But yeah, that's the end of the match. Literally 2 objectives. And that's it. But hey, that's a quickie. That's nice. Hey, that definitely allows us to finish this part of the Chronicle Mode. I don't know whether we'll get to Galaxy tonight, unfortunately. But that should be 3-4 matches, I think. So that should definitely be doable next time. Oh, hey, Sakuma. Nice. Awesome. And adult Fudo. Real. That's so great. One of the OSTs they use for the Destructchers match is genuinely one of the best pieces of music you've heard from the franchise. Hey, that's probably true. I forget which one it is, but I know the film has some absolutely fantastic music. So we're going to get into that decently soon, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Fran and Co are literally taking pieces and people from all kinds of different worlds and patching them together. So it's very interesting. Exactly this. Thank you very much, Mr. Crossword. That's awesome. So that's also what you see in the games, right? Because there's an area in the games. Maybe I'll get into this during the match, actually. Let's hear what Mr. Crossword has to say. Okay, and that's that. That's all we're gonna get for the build-up of the plot, I suppose. Alright, so, free match against Inazuma Legend Japan. Let's see what they've got. Actually, we have a good forward in Ozarok against Endo here. Like that a lot. All shots will have to be channeled through Ozarok, I think. But yeah, it's actually interesting how they implement this storyline into the 3DS games, because I'm trying to actually think back to how they did it. I know there was an exclusive post-game area, of course composed of multiple little areas, right? But there was one area which was called the Patchwork Meadows, which, thinking about it, that's basically what they're doing in this film, right? Fran is taking pieces of certain worlds and patching them together with other worlds. And I guess that's basically what they were going for with the Patchwork Meadows in Chrono Stones 2 in the game. Which is cool to actually find out this way, you know? I didn't really know if there was like any... if this was like supposed to be a reference or something. But now that I know. Now that I know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of context, again, that is lost on the player if you haven't watched the film. I mean, to be fair, by this point in the film, they haven't revealed too much. So maybe I should leave that for what it is for now as well, until we get to the Destructchers match. Because I don't really know how much they're going to reveal during that. Okay, wow, that is a pass and a half. What an angle, Jesus. But yeah, this film is certainly an experience. It's, when we were trying to watch it, me and my girlfriend during my holiday, because, you know, honestly, it didn't even register that I was going to play the matches that appear in this film. I'd never watched it. at all before like 2 weeks ago. So when we tried to watch it, we found a few different versions, and one of them was it was entirely redacted. It had all the LBX parts taken out, and then one of them was just the full version. Without the LBX part, it feels like such a weird film. It really does. I mean, obviously. But the first time we were watching it, right, we were watching it without the LBX scenes, and we were like, are we going crazy, or is there parts of the film just kind of missing? It turns out we were not crazy, parts were actually just missing. Probably for copyright reasons. I wouldn't be able to tell you what other reason they could possibly have, but... To be fair, it's kind of a miracle that the movies are even, you know, uploaded on an online platform, that we were able to find it so easily. Yeah, exactly, Panda. That is probably something that they'll get into. Fran is a very weird character, in my honest opinion. But again, that's all going to tie into probably the second part of this DLC. So I'm going to hold off on my thoughts for that a little bit longer. But yeah, Fran is, I think what is said by this point is Fran is also a second stage child. So actually her intentions in this film, they kind of overlap with the second stage children. In that, yeah, she's being basically held captive in some sort of facility where they test the limits of the powers of the second stage children. And, well, it's not even really testing, it's more like torturing. They literally submit her to shock therapy, I'm pretty sure. So, she basically, in essence, she has the same goal as the rest of Feda, which is stopping the people who are even abusing them for their research like that in the first place, which are, unfortunately, the regular people. Also, Sakurazaki's neck was doing some hella interesting stuff there. Did anyone else see that? Holy fuck. Okay, that's a 2-0. So, advantage time is certainly in the cards here. I'm conveniently forgetting to channel all my shots through Ozrock like I said I would, but that's okay. That's the price of having a banger shot, Floral Despair, and a banger voice-acted shot in Chaos Meteor. Yeah, she doesn't even voice it in the film, though. She never really says the name of the move in the film. Also, no, we are not ignoring the plot point of Fran killing Njord. No, Njord is Yukimura, Vinny. The Hakuran captain from Go. Is he captain? I always forget. I think it's the goalkeeper actually who's the captain, isn't it? I don't know. But it's the guy with the purple hair that has Panther Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, see, I think it's kind of intentionally left nebulous, Panda, whether she's a second stage child or not, but it's pretty safe to assume that she is one. Because she has very similar powers as the second stage children, just, you know, amplified by a shit ton. Okay, hold on, I kinda need to... Let me get to the... No, I was there! Okay, well. Got cocked out of the 3-0. So, it's gonna be a full second half, unfortunately. Okay, so... No, Yukimura is not canonically dead, Vinny. That is not what it is. He does return... Well... Actually, does he return? I don't think we ever see him returning. But I'm pretty sure he's fine. I mean, here's the thing, right? So, what Fran actually did at the stadium is... She channeled her powers, right? And she did make certain parts, one of the city disappear. And then she slowly made the entire pitch disappear. With the ultimate intention of making Inazuma Japan disappear as a whole. Now, that plan was foiled, of course, by Endo. our savior Ando and the entirety of Inazuma Legend Japan, who all backed Ando up when he did his Majin the Great. And that allowed Inazuma Japan to escape with the Inazuma Caravan from Chrono Stones, the time machine. But I'm decently certain that when they disappear, someone mentions that they're not actually gone, they've just been displaced to a different universe, a different timeline. So it's again the timeline stuff from Chrono Stones, which I know is a decently big gripe for some people. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's better than saying that fucking Endo and the entirety of Inazuma Legend Japan have been killed by someone from the future. I generally always prefer some bullshit over, you know, actual death. But that may just be me. I don't know. Also, this is a hold up. Holy banger in the background right now. I don't know where is this from? Is this from the film? I don't think I heard this in the film. Well, maybe I did, actually. This is good. Nice. Miximax, let's see. It's like, okay, but I feel like we're talking about Yukimura being dead a lot, but I feel like he's not really dead. I feel like he's also probably just been displaced, right, to a different universe, different timeline, which I guess is like, that's a pretty sucky fate. You might as well be dead by that point, to be honest. Okay, cocked by Kawayama. That's fair, that's fair. He's an actual good defender. Ooh, but Hoshi. She's always there, always waiting, always watching. Also, yeah, pretty important point that's being raised here. Yeah, the film is not canon. So Yukimura being dead or displaced, you know, it's never canon. He's fine. He lives. He's in Go Galaxy. He's part of the Resistance team. So it's okay, guys. Don't worry about Yukimura. He's fine. But yeah, it's it really sucks because it's like Yukimura, he finally gets something, you know, he gets to be in Inazuma Japan, and then he conveniently gets blipped out of existence just by what? By the whimsy of the scriptwriters. Like, it sucks so much. But it also sucks for the two LBX people who get cut out, because I'm sure that there's people who watch this film thinking like, oh shit, LBX. And then their favorite LBX guys got just blipped out of existence. And it's not just one of them, like within Inazuma 11 with Yukimura. They just killed two LBX guys. Also, Sakuma, holy speed. Hello? So yeah, I mean, all things considered, I think the LBX people got it way more rough than we did as the Inazuma 11 community. For what it's worth, you know. Okay, there we go. That is a good score, I think. Is that the 5-0? Is it 4-0? That is in fact the 5-0. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, we don't really need to do anything else against Inazuma Legend Japan here. Actually, we will be able to end off the night on the Destructchers, on the actual finishing plotline with Fran, with Asta. So that's, I think, a good stopping point, actually. And then on Thursday, we can finish it off with Galaxy, with the post-game teams for Galaxy. And I think there's some story-related stuff that happens too, so some Chronicle story-related stuff, of course. I don't really know why I'm still here, to be completely honest. Why am I still trying to shoot? Let's play it back to some random guy. Easy. Let me just... Killer slide? Pfft. What do you think you are, buddy? Who do you think you are, goofy ass? Ora ora mente! Nice long passes. Hoppa. Right on time for the whistle. Beautiful. I think I forgot something. If you forgot it wasn't important, Yukimura alone in the rain. It's so rough, because I do like Yukimura quite a bit, actually. So him finally getting something and then getting cocked like this is fucking insane. As the only Inazuma 11 character, too. Okay, got a few characters that I already had, but Adult Tsunami is new, so I will absolutely take that. Absolutely love that. And that's that. Inazuma Legend Japan has been conquered. And that brings us to the final match of the Chrono Stones route against the Destructchers. Or as they called them in English, the Desperados. Which is, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think it's okay. I think it's a fine name. This team... with Zan. Oh, Zan as a reserve. Interesting. See, that was never the case in any of the other games that this team appeared in. It was certainly not the case in Go Strikers. Zan was a secret character in Go Strikers. And in Chrono Stones, I don't think he even was playable in the first place. But, yeah. Interesting. So, this is going to be the final match for the Chrono Stones route. And let's see how much lore they actually go into. So yeah, by this point, Yukimura and the LBX guys have been erased. Take good note of this quote. The very concept of fighting breeds hatred. Keep this in mind as we move forward. I will purge fighting completely. Keep this in mind as we move forward. Destructchers. And these are Asta's dupli. Asta is one of 2 characters in the entirety of Inazuma 11 that are able to summon duplis alongside Faye. Also, it looks like Tulip does not have the buff framework, unfortunately. And these guys, they play with the little toy robots or something. But that's, we gotta do the real work. Hell yeah. Okay, so we kinda get our shit rocked by this team for a little bit. But then we start remembering the power of friendship, and then everything goes fine. Okay, let's see. So yeah, this is, I guess, just the team that we had before, except Yukimura got cocked, so we have Faye instead. Why is Faye here again? Oh, Faye came with the Inazuma caravan when they came to save the rest of Inazuma Japan, that's right. So now we have Faye instead of Yukimura. They managed to somehow shoehorn Faye back in. Okay. So, final match of the Chrono Stones route. Whew. Let's see. Interesting that they made Zan a reserve player. Are they actually going to have him play too? Oh, and we have infinite time. Oh boy. Score using Tenshiraime as Taiyo. I will. Okay, so... Right. Actually, it goes a bit deeper than just getting our shit rocked. We get our hopes lifted by being allowed to score, only to then have all of those hopes dashed in one fell swoop. Tenshiraime! Now that is going in guaranteed. This goalkeeper won't do anything. Just to give us that sweet taste of hope. But then it all comes crashing down.
戦いがどんなに醜く汚らわしいものか知るがいい。
So now it's Asta's turn to move. And he's not gonna be gentle about it. You play the focus battle as Tayo, and then I don't get to do anything as Tayo. Okay. That's fine. Hello? Can I move to Tayo? Can I move to Tayo? Okay, that's fine. I'll just do an offensive focus battle then. And maybe I won't, actually. Okay, cool. I know Tayo gets to do Spark Edge Dribble in this match, I think. No, that's in the Inazuma Japan match. This plot point is stupid, by the way. Like, what feasible reason does everyone have to get angry at each other? Dimension Storm, yep. And we absolutely lose against this because we have Shinsuke in goal. Cannot repeat this enough. Shinsuke never contributes, I swear to God. Case in point.
少しは分かってきた。戦いの醜さが。違う。こんなんじゃない。俺たちがやってきたことはこんなんじゃない。みんな、これが俺たちのサッカーなのか。信頼し合って、高め合って。
The power of friendship, guys. Remember, omoidase. Tayo and Hakuryu first time interacting in the full series of Inazuma 11, actually. That's true. Because they're version exclusives, they never interact. But in the film! Okay. So. Use Kazaana Drive as Tanma. Alright, and then this is the only time we get to see Fire Tornado triple crash. But I need to play the Kinako for that. Why do we need to play the Kinako for that? That's fine. Kinako's my goat. Oh, okay. Well, that's not fine. Can I just get the ball? Yeah, okay. So I kind of need Kinako to just really move up real fast. Imagine I play it with a 42%. Okay, hold on. Don't imagine. Just do it. It just happened. Yep. Yep. There it is. There it is. Toripuru Crush! The only time you get to see that ever. That move I saw a little bit too much in Inazuma 11 Ghost Strikers. Holy. She's so cool. And she's so based. And there's the trauma. You know, this is a good idea in theory. But I have some qualms. And, unfortunately, unlike what Kinako claims in Chrono Stones, soccer is not war. Football is not war. Fuck! But yeah, the hopeful music is rolling. We're in this. Win a focus battle against Asta as Tanma. Okay, Tanma, take the lead. Asta, get your ass over here, boy. Kazaana Drive! Yo, Hello UK. Welcome. I'm doing good. Hey, we're getting close to the end of the DLC matches for Chrono Stones, so we're really making good headway here. And there it is. Score using Godwind as Tenma. That will be our final task in this match, I think. There it is. Gotowindo! Is he gonna do... No, he didn't do... Damn, okay. He didn't do the other move. He didn't do Destiny Cloud. That's rough. Hey, and there it is. Hey, so I'm gonna erase all fighting in the world. Fighting is the cause of everything that's bad in this world. However, why the fuck do you stop fighting? I want you to keep fighting. Like, tell me how this makes sense. But sure, it merits this. Hey man, I'm sorry to interrupt the climactic moment, but literally 5 seconds ago, you asked us why we keep fighting, and now you tell us that the urge to fight creates nothing. Okay, that's cool. That voice acting goes so fucking crazy though. Chaos Meteor. And this is the biggest bit of Tenma plot bullshit that you're ever gonna see. Why does bro have God Hand W? Dude, the LBX guys. Dude, I gotta take a picture of this. I mean, that's how they play LBX, but it's so funny. And that's it, guys. With the power of friendship, we have saved everyone. Even Fran. And that's the end of the match. Beautiful. Beautiful. Imagine that she wants them to fight so she can prove that fighting is bad. Okay, but then the fighting turns out to not be bad and she wants them to continue fighting. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me personally. Holy shit. I got a guy. Damn. Oh, I got Bun. Okay. Dude, got one of them. Not the one that I like the most, but... Nice. Okay, they're actually playable. Cool. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, this part genuinely got to be in the film though.
絶対に認められなかった。私やっと受け止められる。自分が一人ぼっちだったってこと。天馬、お別れだ。
The fact that you first see a scene where she thinks back to her waking up after the explosion that killed everyone. She finds Asta and Sun injured on the ground, but fine, still alive. And then at this point in the film, you see that same cutscene, but Asta and Sun are just dead when Fran finds them. Okay, that part is genuinely gut-wrenching. Credit where it's due. Yarose! Yeah. And that's that. A flower that hates fighting. That is the conclusion of the LBX film. There it is. What does the Sun guy do in the movie? Because here he doesn't do absolutely anything. So Sun in the movie, he handles the LBX part. So he doesn't actually play in the match. He handles the entirety of the LBX part, from the attack on the stadium with the robots to actually battling Ban and Hiro, the protagonists of the LBX part of this film. So it's interesting that they put him on the bench, I guess to kind of signify that he is fighting his own battle in the background. But yeah, he doesn't actually play football in the film either. But okay, this is then going to be the final match that we play tonight. Before we do a little bit of Gamba to round things off. But this should be a good free match, actually. This team was pretty menacing in Ghost Strikers. Let's see if they can actually pull off Destiny Cloud. I doubt it somehow, but Fran should have destroyed Orion for all the football sins they pulled. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Fran was absolutely allowed to destroy all of Orion. Oh yeah, this is something that he also does in the film, but he didn't do in the, Oh. Damn, okay, Fudo... Fudo, alright, you know, fair enough. He just moves past Asterisk Rock like it's nothing. That's awesome. Absolutely love that. Okay, so this goalkeeper, right? I don't know what he is. I don't know what element he is. I think he may be wind, but I genuinely forget. I feel like it's wind or mountain, I think. But we're gonna find out in a second here. He is in fact mountains, so that... And he gets excellent breast and he voices it, because he has it in Ghost Strikers. God damn it, though. So does that mean he voices excellent breast, white hole, shining hole, and Destiny Cloud? I guess we're gonna have to find out, but Ozarok is again gonna be our ace here. Our ace in the hole. Lost that, okay. Okay, bye. Tell me how that still triggers. Let's see. Headbanger. Back to Ozarok. Yep. Wasn't Fran still young and being subjected by the experiments? Well, the timeline's a bit muddy, right? I think Fran's timeline happens like very far in the future. Yeah. Which, you know, I think it was mostly said in jest. Holy shit, Bungie no Chojo. Why does she have this? I mean, that's kind of awesome, but also why? Dude, double type advantage again? Ozarok is fucking insane against this guy, actually. And also this soundtrack, holy goosebumps. This is certainly, they perfect track for a final match like this. That's 2-0. Advantage win is certainly possible, which would be very hype against this final team with the Chrono Stones route. Yeah, but next time it will absolutely be the last bit of DLC. It'll be the Galaxy post-game teams. So Big Bang, Supernova, and I think Space Rangers is what they're called. And then I think like there's a little bit of Chronicle Mode story at the end of that. But after that we will absolutely move on to Ares. So I think that's... Actually, I'm sure that's going to happen next stream. We're going to do a little bit of Ares. Because it will be a shame not to. I think it's very feasible to catch up to the DLCs releasing, actually, you know? I think it's certainly possible that we can play the second part of the Orion DLC when it actually drops. Because the first part of Orion is very fast, right? It's 5 matches or something, so we can easily do that in one stream. I hate this thing, whatever that is. And then I think Ares is probably doable in like 1 or 2 streams. So I think it's in total going to be about 3 or 4 more streams that we have to do till we get till we actually catch up to where the DLC is right now. Okay, let's see. Chip him down a little further. Lotus. I want to try to chip him down to the point where I can just kind of one-tap him on the last goal. Which, I don't know, I need to pass the Ozarok for that. Oh, that's it. Yikes. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Tried to go a little too deep there. Then I think we're just going to go for advantage time. Advantage win is not possible anymore, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, with a Stargazer, we will get there. Is he offside? Okay, Xanark is not offside, so I'm gonna play to Xanark to be safe. Stargazer! And then there's no one putting up a wall there, so chaining with Disaster Break should be more than fine. Orion I do in one stream? Yeah, certainly. First part of Orion, absolutely. Because, like, I cover about 6, maybe 7 matches every stream when it comes to Chronicle Mode. That is including some shorter matches, of course, that also happen, but generally it's about 6 or 7 matches, so... Okay, so that is half-time. Advantage time, at the very least. So let's knock out the second half, and then let's do a little bit of Gamba, and it off. I think that's been a really good return stream. Made a lot of ground. So, very content with that. Let's see. What do we do now? What do we do as, like, our magnum opus for this match? Is there anything funny we can do? Ozarok? You know, there's a few things we can do. You know, fuck you, first and foremost. Is the track cycling with Toitaka? Hell yeah. Yeah, unfortunately the theme is gone because now I'm up 3-0, so the theme changes for some reason. You know what? Pop off. I'm scoring with Toitaka. I don't care. Surprise attack. Oh, patats. 1,100 power with Toitaka. 1399 actually, with elemental advantage. And I'm so fast. You know what? Toitaka can solo these guys. He doesn't need anyone else. Watch this shit. Fabled Toitaka, man. I swear to God. Get your asses over here. Y'all are not doing jack shit. Challenge me. Okay, well. That was unfair. That was not fair. You can't do a sliding tackle like that. Get that shit back now. Abba. Okay, no, Toitaka, Toitaka, no. Toitaka, wait. You can't leave! You can't just leave like that. Yeah, you thought. Oppa. Oh, but it's Kusaka as well? Oh, holy cinema. Okay, well, that's tough. Hold on. We got Hoshi. I can make this work. Hold on. There we go. Ares might surprise me. I mean, it probably will, given what all I've heard from how good Ares is, supposedly. And I mean, I believe you. Dude, I'm almost there. Just give me a chance, man. Ooh, Hoshi? No. No, Tobitaka is gonna be so far back, bro. It's not gonna happen. Yikes. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Then let's just play it back to Tobitaka. That's not Tobitaka. Champion effort. Champion effort. Challenge me and then getting hit by karma immediately. Yeah, you hate to see it. Hey, that's just my luck. The one thing I couldn't challenge, a sliding tackle. I guess I could have sprinted. Could have done a rough tackle, but knowing my luck, it would have just been a foul. Just straight up. Humstar? Holy shit. Hums. Oh, I got Fran. Hey, look at that. Huge. Okay, nice. Yeah, Fran is cool. I mean, I like her a bit less after the film, I think, just because the logic she operates on doesn't make sense to me. But she's still got some awesome stuff in her arsenal, man. I mean, Flow of Despair, Chaos Meteor, both absolute bangers. But there you go. That is the end of the Chrono Stones route. So I guess I didn't get an achievement for that because I already got it after beating the Lagoon, after beating Ragnar. So that's fair. That's fair. So then the next match we play, next stream, when we pick this back up again, is... we gotta be in the middle somewhere. Holy fuck, where are we? Chrono Stones is here. Galaxy is more towards the middle. So that's over here. Yeah, okay, there we go. So the next match we play, next stream, is against Big Bang. Now this seems going to be very high level, so for the free matches, we're going to be rocking out with the main team, I think. It's going to be this team. That is not the main team. This is the main team. All legendary or higher, and all level 99, with the exception of Sakurazaki. But yeah, that has been that for DLC matches as far as Chrono Stones and GO1 are concerned. So honestly, that's good progress. That's absolutely great progress. Can I blame her for not having the greatest logic? I can't. But it's still, you know, it still bothers me. It's not like just because you have a tragic backstory you can do anything, you know? That's a literal quote from Ares. I think it's something that Hyzaki says, and I kind of stand by that. It's not like just because you have a tragic backstory just means you can rip apart worlds and such and, you know, just take away people's lives. I don't fuck with that. But okay, so, guys that I still need. We still need Gojin, and we still need the random-ass scout who is apparently a gang leader. So we need him for the delinquent team. I forget what constellation he's on, though. That's the problem. Almost finished Judgy on. I don't know why. Is he on here? Is El Capo, is he on here? Or Don Capo? Oh, he is. Hi, look at that. He is. And Gojin? What about Gojin? Gojin's on a different constellation altogether, isn't he? I think so. Hold on. Let me see. Search by player name, and then we're gonna look for Gojin. Is it with... It's without the O, isn't it? Without the U. Gojin. Okay, there you go. Let's see. So, Sumitas. That makes sense. Does that also have... Has a lot of Ares characters. It has some Victory Road characters too, I think. Yeah, this one actually just has all the Ares characters for some reason, which is kind of rough. Since the chances of pulling Gojin on this are astronomically small, but I'm gonna give it a shot, I think. But I have a... Jesus Christ, when did I get 113 Bone Stars? Rather, we could have easily pulled for... We could have easily pulled at the beginning of this stream too. Holy shit. Okay, well then, let's go ham right now, I guess. I still want to get that random-ass scout. So let's see. Commons are good. I want more commons. Holy shit, there he is. First pull. Yes, let's go. To Kamimura, leader. Beautiful. Hey, Delinquent Team just got a new addition. Probably the final bencher that we need. You know what that means. Where's my green check? There it is. Bam. Beautiful. And then we're gonna just finish the constellation because we might as well. No heroes, never lucky with the pity pool. Alas, it is what it is. But we get a bird, we get an old guy, and we get Gavial. Whoever that is. Okay, fantastic. So then Gojin. So we have to go to Sumitas. We're gonna pull some Ares characters tonight, I think. Sumitas, huh? I already pulled 2 Hero Asutors from this, so not hugely keen on pulling on this constellation. Hey, if we get Gojin tonight, then that means I'm gonna have to come up with a new assortment of guys on the left of me for the next stream. So I don't mind that personally. I have a few more ideas, so certainly getting Gojin would be cool. Who the fuck is this, bro? Polestar Academy's coach. Okay, that is like the most generic guy I've seen in my life. So, next one. I got lucky with 1 pity pool. That's correct, Yami. That's correct. 1 singular pity pool. That's right. Li Hao is in the Diamond and Steel constellations, if you care about that little fella. You know what? I do like him a little bit, I guess. He's interesting. I got a TV. Oh, it is an alien. Okay, so this is from Galaxy. Right, fair enough. Got Kazemaru from Ares. Not bad. The 1 installment where he's actually a useful defender. So that's good. Not in Royal Academy specifically, but in Ares as a whole. He gets Spinning Fence, I think. Or I think that's what it's called. So it's a good defense move. And let's see. Got a little guy, Han-chan. And aside from that, nothing. No Gojin in sight, but then again, we have the entire fucking cast of Ares squeezed into this 1 constellation. So Gavial is a type of crocodilian. Ooh, okay. Good to know, good to know. Okay, we got Kagero. Kagero, hello. Another TV and Anna, okay. Anna I do very much like. I have her legendary though on my main team, so don't need any more copies for her. They called Li Hao Jimmy Wong Fu. Yeah, that's right. They gave him some really corny names. Holy shit, that's a hero. Please just let it be Hero Aphrodite. That's the only one I still need. Well, hey, there is Ares Aphrodite. So, huge W. Absolutely will fucking take that. God knows Impact is here. And I sure as hell will make use of that. Okay, so 1 copy of Gojin. Just 1 copy of Gojin. He doesn't even get backdraft. But that's okay. He gets backdraft in the BB version. Okay, got one of the guys from Phalum Orbius. Got another alien. Okay, well. It's a whole bunch of nothing so far. So my nose feels fine. Thank you all for being concerned. Even after getting itchy nose, I am fine. My nose is okay. Holy shit, can we get a single Gojin? We got fake Toramaru as well. Who the hell are you, man? Dan. Dan the man. Okay, pity pool. Okay. Okay. No Gojin, but we got Child Haru. Dude, random ass characters to pull here, man. You know what? Is Ponko in this selection? Ponko's in this selection, right? Ponko's here? Yeah, Ponko is here. I would like to get Ponko, actually. If we can't pull Gojin, let me at least get Ponko. I'll be fine with whatever happens. God Knows Impact looks so nice in this game. That's good. You love to hear that. It's didn't they call it like only God Knows as like the improvements of the regular God Knows? Okay, so Guy apparently, which is a disaster. No, it's not a disaster, but super surprised that this is a guy. But I'm very happy that people pointed it out at me. Inazuma 11 once again making me fall into their traps. Okay, all commons is good. More chances of Gojin. Please, just one copy. Holy fuck, I got no Saka. I hate that guy. Okay, so the universe is playing with me by this point. Punko's Illusion Ball voice line is so damn cute. That's why I want her, man. She was so cool in Ares. Like, she was one of the only characters that genuinely interested me in Ares. And yet, I cannot get her or Gojin. We have 50 more pools in us. Surely that should be enough, right? Holy shit, hero. Please, Aphrodite, please. Aphrodite, please. Please, just one. Yes! Holy fuck, there he is. Finally got him. Finally got hero Aphrodite. Oh, okay. We got all the heroes on this constellation. Beautiful. Fantastic. And we got the captain of Inakumi Raymond. Oh, patats. Love to see that. Still, no sign of Gojin. Or Ponko, for that matter. That's okay. Kid Haru, Hero Aphrodite, perfectly fine. We'll absolutely take that. Okay, Reina from Ares. Old-ass woman. You were hoping for another Asuto, Yami? Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, can I like inherit passives from duplicate heroes? Is that a thing I can do? Dude, holy fuck. Can you give me one copy of Gojin, please? Just a single one. I'm not asking for much, I don't think. I'm just asking for a single fire lemonade. Oh my god, bro. Okay, so this is gonna be another Morimura situation. It's gonna be a second Morimura situation. Another hero, holy fuck. Oh my god, bro, what are we doing? It's another Aphrodite, holy shit, another Aphrodite. And Perseus, holy shit, Perseus, oh my god, dude. We're bringing all the boys together tonight. The pity pool actually worked, holy shit. Spitting all over my screen. Design-wise, you do enjoy Ares and Orion. Move design from most, just not the story in the actual teams. Ponko! Ponko, yes! Ponko! Ponko, my girl! Oh, Ponko, yes! Okay, well that's at least one of the things that I asked for. It is not Gojin, but we're getting close. This guy too, this guy I quite like. So, thank you, Ponko. Appreciate it. Thank you for enlightening my summoning session. Just send Gojin after you, please. I just need one Gojin. All commons is a good thing, please. Suzuno. Okay. Little guy. Sometimes they really just will give you several heroes before the common you actually want. That's literally it, Panda. That is absolutely it. It's so strange how RNG works, man. Holy shit, can I get a single fuck-ass Gojin, bro? A single copy. This is the last temple we can do, by the way. This is the last temple we can do. Please, Gojin. Please, Gojin. Please give me a single copy of Gojin. I'm gonna lose my mind. Why can I not get a single Gojin? Okay, that's fine. We got Ponko. We got Ponko. That's fine. That's fine. I am gonna be okay about this. I'm gonna be fine. Okay, so at least we got holy commons. Holy fuck, Lois. What are we doing here, man? We're summoning Ponko, that's what we're doing. Ponko Tanuki Gahara. She has the tail as well. Kangaroo Kick and Ninja Toad. Okay, well, those are certainly moves that you could have given him. Go buy Hawkshot now? I guess I could, but like, do I need to? Once you start the Ares route, you'll get like 50 Gojin spirits. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. Kind of right about that, but it's like, you know, I kind of just want them now. Also, I guess I didn't have this Aphrodite yet. Or does it just not give me the notification when I summon a hero version? Oh, this one has Chaos Break. Huge, dude. Awesome. No God knows, but God Break. And yeah, okay, wow. Beautiful, yeah. I didn't know. Then, what else? Is there anything else I should pull? Probably not. Well, I'll get Baby Haru, I guess. What does he have? Does he have, like, any good moves? Or does he get the typical child treatment? He gets Fire Tornado Megaton Head. Okay, so it's the typical child treatment. But that's fine. That's fine. He's doing his best, little guy. Yeah, and Ares, Aphrodite, of course. I mean... So he's gonna have God knows impacts, which God alone knows. Yeah, I mean, that's a stupid-ass name, but that's fine. That's fine. Any version of Aphrodite I will happily take. And then I think that's probably it. If I, yeah, no, actually, final member of the Delinquent team, probably. Maybe not the final one, but Bouncing Bomb and Spark Edge Dribble. Okay. So Bound Flame. And then, yeah, I guess, you know what? I'll pull Fran. Yeah, sure. Her eyes are full of sadness. I wonder why. So she has Floral Despair, she has her Kashin, and then she has Miximax. She does not have Chaos Meteor. So I guess that's something you'll have to buy, maybe, in the shop. You know what? I got this special guy. I got Ban, of course, LBX. Bouncing Bunny and Dance on Air. Okay, so he doesn't have his signature move either. Which, again, that's okay. I can live with that. But yeah, that was fantastic progress tonight. I'll have a quick scan through the shop to see if there's like anything interesting that got added to the selection. I already have both of the wolf guy and the vampire guy. Though I don't have these goalkeepers yet. I'll definitely get York. And then I will get this guy. Yep. Shido Zanma. Okay. Slice and Dice and Crystal Barrier. Okay, interesting. They gave him a dribble move. Or a defense move, rather. Sorry. Oh, and we have Damien Blacklock as well. Oh yeah, absolutely have to get this guy. There's a few scouts I have to upgrade now. He has Eternal Blizzard and Dimension Cut. Okay, okay. A little underwhelming, I think. But, you know what? I'll get this guy too. I think he was always my favorite design from this game. From this team, rather. From Southern Claw, so... Get him. And then I think that's about it. That covers everything we've done today, I think. For the love of God, give Ponko Illusion Ball? I will. I absolutely will. Did I check the one new hero that was added to the game? That's Li Hao, right? That's the Captain of China? So I think I've checked him out, like, briefly, maybe. Who am I gonna take out? You know, I have so many ideas, actually, now for the Delinquent team. That's gonna be hard to make a selection. I mean, I think Haizaki's eventually gonna have to go, because he's not really a Delinquent. And then Hamsta, obviously, is gonna get switched out. And probably the guy from the Backstreet Kickers, because I want to replace him with... oh, what's his name? It's June, with June Davidson, probably, if I can get my hands on him. Okay, but then let's quickly check out the shop, and I think that's going to be the final thing I do. I will, as per Vinny's urgent request, get Illusion Ball for Ponko. Which, can I buy that here, or do I have to get it in, like, the story mode shop? Let's have a little look. Let's just see if there's anything new, even. His Dragon Drive, I don't know if that's new, but... Heaven Style. I think Illusion Ball... No, never mind, it's here. Okay, I'll get Illusion Ball for Ponko. There you go. And then let's see, is there anything new here? Not as far as I can see here. Maybe in, like, the Bond shop. So, Goopy Gloopy Goo, right? That's not different. Kinokomochi. Mermaid Smash. That was Galaxy. Majestic Radiance. Well, that was in here already. But I guess I might as well get this. Hold on, let me just... Okay, so we got Vampire Lord in here. Don't have Beast Lord, which is interesting. Stargazer's in here. Yeah, Luke UFO is here. I already know that. I put that on both Gandaras and Ryugel. Jungle Jam is in here now. Okay. And then Clone Death Zone. Was that here? I'm pretty sure that was probably here before, but... Triple Dash, Warp Step. Card Shark. Okay. Hawkshot's in the VS shop. Okay, hold on. There's a few things I'll still have to do then. So Hawkshot is in here, supposedly. It's probably a bit further down. Hold on. Heel Kick. Feels like this is where it should be. Snake Shot, Comet Shot, Psycho Shot, Gusher Crusher, Asteroid. Okay, here's Chaos Meteor. So that's in here. That's good. Big Bang Slash is in here. I mean, I can get that just fine. Nocturne is also in here, and Beast Lord. Okay, so this is where they put all the cool moves. Desert Drift, Horn Train. Let's see, are there more shots here? Solution Boost. And then it's all the... Yeah. Oh, Hawkshot, there it is. Okay. Hawkshot. Alright. Sweet deals in here. They've got so many good moves in here now. Brave Shot. Dude, rest in peace, Nakata, man. Rest in peace, Nakata. And then that's probably it, I think. Card Slapped, Skytree Hop. Yeah. Let's see, Bond Shop, anything new? Oh, there's spirits. Emblems. Where's the... Am I stupid? Oh, it's the Spirit Market. I am stupid, that's the answer. Chaos Break, Jetstream, Emperor Penguin 3... Shelbit Burst, the Dawn, the Earth... Field of Force, interesting. Like Dawn... We have Liftoff. Okay, so nothing especially interesting here, I guess. And nothing has been added here because all of these were already available. Okay. So, then, let me give, let's see, my team. Well, I don't have Ponko on any team yet, so, but what I can do, I'll keep that in mind for Ponko. I guess I will give this Tobitaka Hawkshot. Yeah, let's see, Abby Learn Boy, does he even have room for a shot? Let's see. Well, I guess so. I guess so. He has a little dribble defense. He has room for another defense move, I guess. Let's put it in here for the time being. Let's give him Hawkshot. There we go. Okay. So, that's canon now. He has room for one more Shinkuma, I think. And then as for Ponko, you know what? Player bank. Put her in here. Ponko. I'll take out... I'm taking out Hyura. And then I'm giving her Happy Learn Board. Can I even give it to her yet? No, because she has to be level 7. So that's gonna have to wait. That's fine. So, I'm gonna get a real quick look at Li Hao then, because I had an appeal for that. But then, that's definitely gonna be the end, because I have to make a few more preparations for work tomorrow. So, let's see, I don't need to go in here. I need to go to the player universe. And then Li Hao is where? Like in Diamond and... Diamantis? No. Where was he? Steel Beams? Steel Tower? Ah, there he is. Okay. He's so small. So he has Tenku Hayabusadan, right? And then he has Crackshot, which is a stupid name, by the way, for that move. Whirlwind Twister and About Face. Okay. So is the issue Whirlwind Twister and About Face, perhaps? Yeah, okay, I'm reading the chat now. That seems to indeed be the problem. Crackshot, I've seen Crackshot. It's that is just Hono no Kaza Midori with a few extra steps, with a few less steps actually. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Hey, but genuinely, even if some of the moves were badly adapted, I'm very curious to see what some of the tactics look like now in this game. Because China had some insanely interesting tactics. I mean, like, everyone play... What is it called? Everyone play Jiangxi. They had Mongolian invasion, so... Lots of cool sounding names at the very least. So we're gonna have to see how they're implemented in this game. We won't get to that next stream. We will get started on Ares next stream. And I think on that note, that's where I'm going to call it for the night. But yeah, again, fantastic stream. Really good headway that we made tonight. We are almost through with the post-game content. We only have Galaxy left for next stream. And then, yeah, we finally get started on Ares. Not that I'm particularly excited for that, per se, but it's an era of Inazuma 11 that we're going to have to get through. But yeah, all that for next stream. So, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you for being present for this comeback stream, I guess. Really good to see so many of you pulling up. So thank you as always. I hope you all have a great night. And we will catch you all on Thursday when we start with the Ares route. Exciting. Alright. Good night, everyone.